Alright. Looks like we have everyone. So, looks like Sierra, it would be your turn for scribe duty if you're okay with that.
Okay.
Gonna wind up with like 10 other scribes you have to do this time.
I don't think she
No,
has
not
any
this
others
time.
this week.
This
Dang
week.
it.
And I believe LJ, you were the previous scribe. You want to give us a quick recap?
Yeah, when we get up. Get the link set up. Okay. Uh, you wanna? Okay. So, you ready?
No.
I
Okay,
am
oh,
ready.
wait. On the 45th of stream, 532 for Thing Cycle, we welcome a new companion by the name of Mungus. After introductions and a forearm shake, we explored the rooms while Nathaniel gathered information. We discovered a mysterious tablet carried by Mungus, marked like way lines, with way lines. So. Opening Footwalkers, we find another person and witness Soul eating corpses. LJ and Mungus on wrestled with Mungus winning due to my injuries. Mirren examined the tablet, needing more to decipher it. Pursuing Ellen, we encounter a statue with a magical shield and potions. I got the nap while the others identify the items. After a short rest, we distributed them upwards. Nathaniel's story about a sloth led us into combat, with Nasira ending the combat by healing the captain. Done.
Alright, thank you for that recap. So it
No problem.
is the 45th of spring, as you mentioned, 12:30 p.m. And I believe you were letting Sir Cavor and his allies leave, right?
Yes.
You had accepted their surrender and they were just going to leave.
Yeah, did we strip them of weapons or?
We could say that you took their weapons. They would say that if you are... Well, he probably would have told you that if you're looking for Ellis, he is further in the cave along with the girl and several of his people doing some research. He says, "You're honorable opponents, and I appreciate you sparing me and my men."
Honestly, if we knew you were going to be this nice, I kind of feel like we need to apologize about the kind of just launching an attack on you. We had so many bad experiences prior to this.
He says, "Well,
I'm not.
not all members of my organization are bad.
We
Although
were things unlucky running into the few badasses.
we have heard similarly bad things about you and your group. But
we want to make this perfectly clear. The first time we met your group, we tried to be as, what's the word I'm looking for? Cordial as possible.
Both our first encounters, our first two encounters, we
Yes.
tried to talk, we tried to befriend, we tried to...
And then they tried
Yeah.
to capture us and take all of our shit away, and we were like, well, we're not exactly going to do that.
Or in the second case, tried to kill us, yeah.
this is, well, I'm glad at least this time lives could be spared. Some of them anyway. Yeah, he and his people are starting to walk out unless anyone's doing anything.
One last detail you should perhaps know is that the young woman was taken against her will. She is kidnapped and being forced to do the work.
He says, that seems strange. She didn't seem like she was kidnapped. She seemed quite compliant.
Yes, but as far as we can tell, her people she cares
Resignation,
about
perhaps?
have also been taken.
He says, well, if that is the truth, then I hope you get her back safely. And I apologize for the misunderstanding. And he's going to leave with his last few guys, leaving the rest of you to do as you will. Seal kind of walks over to the dead bodies and says, should I eat them, master?
Wait,
Is
they
he
didn't take their
still
dead.
hungry?
Wouldn't they have taken their dead with them?
They
Was there
did
only
not.
one?
They were kind of just getting out of there.
Okay.
Actually, there are
Oh,
two
wow.
dead bodies. I put one to the wrong plane, but yeah, there are two dead.
Oh, gotcha.
Or wait, sorry, there are three dead.
Oh,
I was gonna
okay.
say, yeah, they got fireballed. I think there's more than...
Yeah, so what do you
Well,
want
but
to do?
he brought some of them back before
Sure.
they bled out. The priest. So.
Yeah.
Let us continue. I thought that perhaps informing him that the girl may be kidnapped would lessen the chances that they may come behind us now. At least give us some time.
Upwards and onwards.
So should I eat the corpses, master?
It's like, give him a chance to take care of their
Let the
dead first.
monster eat.
He is saying that in
And-
everyone's head, using his telepathy.
I don't like that he started spreading this to everybody. Oh god.
Nasira will like gesture to Seal, like kind of like a gesture, like yeah, do it quick, kind of like sure, whatever, I don't care. Not that it's her place to tell Seal what to do, but she's just like sure.
Yeah,
whatever. Let's just
Eldwin.
do it.
Eldwin has the crystal, so he seems disappointed and just leaves the bodies as they are.
Like,
I also don't want to put the snake away because he has a bunch of temp HP, so he's gonna follow along with me here.
Warhate
Okay.
probably has more than double his normal.
Not more
Well,
than double, but yes, a decent bit.
if you're shifting to the next area, I will have
Can
to.
I quickly check like any of the equipment or any of this area over here?
Yeah, so the barrels seem like they were promptly set up as sort of cover. Maybe the archers heard something, like heard the battle you had before and just put some barrels down and got behind them. Doesn't seem like there's much of value in them, just some like maybe some coal or other ores. And there's a torch there, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't think we need a torch. Half this group is lit up like a Christmas tree as it is.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, it looks like there is a cave to the north that you can continue on through. That's seems like it's where they took the girl, according to Sir Ian.
Onwards and upwards, I suppose, fellows.
Alright, so I will have to delete your tokens if you're going in there.
Okay.
Making
no.
your way into a new area. So...
Anvir, help me remember that Snicky has 16 temp, if I have to pull him out again.
I think a lot of people had 16 temp, to be fair.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Alright, so you're traveling through the caves here. It looks like these caves split up a little, but they mostly go in the same direction. This might be just more of an extension of the mine area. You come to some old tracks and some old mine carts that have been discarded. As you're walking, Seal seems to get a little bit agitated. He says, void energy. I sense void energy in this place. Lots of it.
Well, that's not good.
That was one of the 3 we saw.
You don't have
Right.
your token's not here, Mungus. The party token is where you guys are. This thing. This is like the overworld map. This is like theater of the mind right now. You're just going through these tunnels.
Yeah, this is a symbolization of our group, like walking through the Underdark.
Yeah. Oh yes. Did you have your NPCs with you? Dosha
Yeah.
and. Okay.
I imagine
Mirren and Dosha, yeah.
Mirren and Dosha were probably slowly following behind us.
So Mirren would say your demon is correct. Something's wrong here. While void energy permeates the whole of our world, it's a lot stronger for some reason here. This isn't natural.
And just
Can
for
either
my
of you
own,
tell?
Just for my own
Okay.
thing, this is one of the 3 energies we saw through. They saw through that crystal, isn't it?
Yes.
Do
Jeez.
we know? Are the different types of energy? Do they work against each other, or can they combine and work together, or are they antithesis or
She says, well,
complementary, or
the different energies are just that, different energies. They don't necessarily work against each other. Void energy, as I said, is kind of all over the place in this world, in the caves, but it seems to be unnaturally strong here. I think something's happened recently. Something maybe drew out the void energy.
Sol seemed in touch with. Is void energy something like where he comes from?
He says, the chaos. I love the chaos of the void. We are born from it.
Okay, so maybe something linked to his realm? Maybe some kind of portal?
He says, no, I don't know if it's a portal. It's just permeating this whole place. More than usual.
Can I quickly ask, as a relatively new person, Seal and company, like, they're totally good. There's no questions around them, right?
Well, Sol, I don't know about
Good is, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
he's a chaos creature, but he's under the
He is
control of
bound.
someone.
he's bound to Eldwin through magic?
Yeah, I
Trust
mean,
Eldon, right?
if Eldwin wasn't controlling him, he'd probably try to blow you up and eat you. But
he
luckily,
has while under their control.
yeah, that was more of a misunderstanding. He thought you guys were
He
immune to
didn't.
fire.
Or resistant like he is, at least.
Yeah. So, mostly trustworthy? Question mark. You know, maybe, sort of.
Trustworthy as a demonoid creature bound to the surface as a person can be.
Yeah. All right. So as you start to get deeper into this cave, you would notice that there is a strange black miasma, almost like a dry ice type smoke, but it's dark and it's moving along the floors in the area that you're moving towards.
Is it
Is it
just like a small trickle, or is it like we're walking through low like fog at our feet or something?
So it starts out as a small trickle, but as you get deeper into the cave, it gets much more thick.
Is
And
it
you
similar-
start to hear chanting coming from somewhere up ahead, as well as see light.
I was just wondering, is it a similar kind of darkness effect as those like statues from like way, way back in that temple? Where they would just kind of seemingly radiate a small amount of darkness off them.
It might be. I forget exactly what that temple was.
They were, I think it was the temple with all the ghosts in it, and they had all those statues of demons that we went around breaking and dispelling. I can't remember the exact details, but I just remember them spewing out like a dark energy.
It might be similar then, because that might have been void energy. Alright, so you enter into a new area, and there is definitely some sort of strange chanting coming from somewhere up ahead. You would also notice weird kind of blobby collections of darkness in the halls before you.
I will say, do you want me to go first, or do you want Barbarian to run ahead first?
Are we able to navigate around the
Oh, sorry, who has light on them right now?
miasma?
I would.
Okay,
I
I'll
think-
mark you.
I do as well.
I think I also do.
Yeah, I had cast my light on LJ.
That's
I guess everyone just has light, fine.
Yeah. Well, we said we were just gonna like.
I think it's Eldwin, Nathaniel, and LJ. So half the group has light.
Okay. So you definitely see torchlight burning somewhere ahead. So someone else in this cave has light. And yeah, at this point, like, there's just dark miasma all over the floor. Like, you're just kind of stepping through it. It's about 6 inches deep, and it just kind of flows around you like water.
Jeez. And I'm
Assuming it would be difficult terrain to go through it.
No, it's smoke-like. It's not actually solid.
Oh.
It's like a smoke.
it's just kind of like obscuring the floor kind of thing.
Yes,
But it doesn't.
like a dry ice.
Okay, but it doesn't appear to be sentient, or we don't feel any harm from touching it.
No, it's just kind of flowing around you.
Okay.
Okay. Being very careful. Very, very careful. LJ would go first.
All right, so LJ steps up front.
And I can't see anything.
You can't. Oh, you mean for dark vision? Should you have
He's
dark
not,
vision?
He
He's
has
meant to be
light.
one of the people with lights.
Yeah, I think I need light
Yeah.
on my character too.
Yeah, no. the lights been turned on.
Weird. I thought I pressed the light button. Oh, that's why, because all my scripts broke. One moment.
Oh.
I was like,
Oh.
Hey.
Gotta love it.
all right,
Good job, Roll20.
Restart.
I'm just sat here like, what are you guys talking about? I see fine.
Yeah, I see fine too.
Yeah, 300
Uh,
feet dark vision.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't see 300 feet.
I literally see the end of this corridor.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah. Stop
I
showing
see
off.
further. I see further than I should, honestly. So when you're done checking your scripts, with maybe check Nasira's, because I see all the way to the end of the corridor, and I don't think I
That's
should
because
see
there
that
is
far.
light over there.
Oh, okay. All right, got it.
Yes. So you
Alright.
should actually see that area. Okay,
Alright.
now my
We
thing
should be
should
fine
work.
then. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's a lot better.
See? But yeah.
Let there be light.
I will say.
Alright, so what do you all want to do?
Where are we going? Left, right, forward.
The noises we hear are like here, I think is what he said.
So
Yeah,
that way?
there's chanting coming from somewhere close by. Like a rhythmic chanting.
I will go forward. Keeping an eye out for traps as best I can.
Alright, like I said, there's these weird collections of black energy. I'm guessing you're not going to walk through that.
No, I will go around it.
Like the,
Are they
almost like blobs.
still? Are they still, or are they undulating?
They would be still. It's almost like a jelly-looking thing, but it's all black and shadowy.
Does the miasma kind of move them or from them, or like seem associated with them in any way?
It's flowing around them. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything to them.
Okay.
Okay, road 20 just broke for me. Give me a second. Where road 20? That's Firefox.
So as you step through the cave, the chanting gets a little bit louder. And actually, you would notice as you get closer to the black blobs, they start to vibrate slightly.
Yeah, maybe let's take the long road around this thing.
With comprehend languages or Arcana, do I recognize the chanting at all?
I was actually
Oh.
going to ask.
All
I
right,
understand.
so hang on a sec. Mungus, as you move north, you would see several figures in this area up ahead, which I assume you see on the map.
I was literally about to move to that exact square to see if I could see people.
One of the figures would kind of turn, hearing the noise you are all making, and say, "We have visitors. What do you want to do?"
I see, I'm just going to let people know this now. I see 2 dead archaeologists in the south.
I don't think I have the energy to RP it fully tonight, Lou, but I would try to introduce ourselves and what's going on and try to be the lead face.
Alright. What came in kind of quiet there, so are you stepping forward to talk to these people?
Yeah, I would try to introduce I'm moving my mic if that's any better.
Yeah, that's better.
I would not step all the way forward, but maybe like to here and kind of introduce us and ourselves. Sorry, I don't have the full energy to do like full Nathaniel RP today.
So you move forward, introducing the group. And one of the cultists says, please come forward, join us.
I'm not so
Why?
sure about the joining, but we are here in search of archaeology, and I would give the whole Chief Lamanok like backstory lie, but I would also be trying to. I think I might start hinting about Archaeologist companions that have gone missing as a way to hint about Ellis or others.
You would say, I sense your life force. Perhaps there is something we can do to help you in your search for these relics. Come
I don't
forward.
trust them. I don't.
Do I trust this in the slightest?
It is
Oh, I mean, you don't even need
never
to
a
make a roll. This is
positive-
creepy.
Yeah, yeah. Like when
Yeah, I
something
didn't think
sniffs-
so.
When something
say,
sniffs at your life force, yeah, that's a red flag.
I say, LJ as my bodyguard, go ahead and step forward.
Yeah, also, I am just slowly whispering behind you, Nathaniel. Yeah, there are 2 dead archaeologists in the south of us.
Oh.
I kind of look back at the group. How do you guys want to handle this?
From okay.
Yeah.
They start moving
I don't-
south, and the voice says, come, come, come. And then you can't see
might
them
be a
anymore.
bad time to ask this, but I took a lot of hits the last time. Anyone hook a brother up with a little extra health?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't sure how wounded you were. Like, so,
He looks a little tired. He doesn't look wounded yet.
okay.
I still was tired.
So you're gonna use your healer feat, Nasira?
Yes, I will slap some salve on your wounds. She's not exactly like.
Is that right? Are all
gentle about
your things available? I thought you used some last time.
We had a
I
short
did
rest.
too. Okay, then I would have come back.
Since the
I was thinking the same
battle?
thing.
We had a short rest after the first battle at the
Where
kingdom.
I
okay,
got
well
mine.
maybe you
Well,
just
I
hadn't
don't know
used
if
them then.
we might have stopped right after the battle and didn't have time yet to. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that second battle actually didn't cause that much damage. I mean, it
That's
hit
true.
LJ and the barbarian a little bit, but not.
I'm
Shot
still.
with 3 arrows.
I'm
So-
down.
So Mungus, you would gain 16 hit points from that.
Seeing that Miss Sarah did that to Mungus, LG assumes that it's back up, whatever it is, and asks for some healing also. Thank you.
All right, so
Are we
she
done?
would
She looks around at the others, like holding
I'm
out.
fine.
apply her
salve.
bandages.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, her
I would,
bandages
look at
are.
Time to bleed.
Just
I don't
showing
think-
off a collection of clinky potions he has on his belt because he's just been holding them at this point.
Is there anything special to your healer feat, or is it just bandages? Like, do you have some kind of steroids or something?
I've always flavored it as like bandages and maybe like some herbal salves or something. I've always flavored it as
It's
non-magical,
ginseng.
but the feet-
It's a special Yeon tea
It's
herb
got
blend. No
green-
one else knows.
Green tea.
feet doesn't really say. It's
very relaxing. Oh yeah, no, you could just flavor it if you want something special.
Yeah.
But
I
sorry.
actually like to use it on like healers that aren't particularly magical. You know, like characters that aren't particularly magical. It's kind of a nice option where you're
Yeah.
not casting spells to restore hit points. Yeah.
All right, so what are you gonna do? The chanting continues, but you don't see them anymore.
I
I
would,
believe we should. Sorry, go ahead.
I think I was going to say the same thing you just. Failing any other option, I think we do follow them at a very safe distance.
Yes, I don't. None of us should allow ourselves to be separated from the group and alone with these ones. But I get a vibe that tells me we should go in offensively rather than diplomatically.
Yeah, well, just to add to that, there is literally 2 dead corpses about 100 feet away from us.
No!
Nathaniel very sarcastically says, "Your ability to observe the obvious is outstanding. Now, do you have any constructive suggestions as to next actions?"
Is he saying that to
Dave,
Andir?
you guys
Or-
literally cannot see far enough to see the corpses. What do you mean?
Save versus burn. No, go ahead. Sorry. What are you doing? Yeah, I think he means to the south in the darkness.
Yeah, there is 2 dead people in the south. I don't know if you're seeing other dead people.
So, but
I think
are
he
you
sees dead
suggesting
people.
we not go then, or
All right. So Mungus, as you move south, you would see where all the light is coming from. Some sort of magical symbol blazing on the ground, and these guys are just kind of chanting around it, towards it. You would notice as they chant, strange dark shadows start weaving around them, like some sort of ritual is being done.
share that with us?
Do you say anything about that, Mungus?
Oof. Stand here.
Weird
Nathaniel.
shape on ground.
They are right across the other side of this rock. God damn.
Yeah.
Can I
What?
ask again about comprehend languages? Am I picking
Oh.
anything up from the chanting?
So the chanting sounds more like a ritual than a language. You think they're invoking some sort of power from this symbol.
Can I do an Arcana check on that?
Sure. If you're standing there watching.
I mean, I can see it pretty well now from where I'm standing, so. Not great.
Ooh. You're not sure what the ritual is for. You definitely don't remember reading about it, or studying it, but it definitely is a little unsettling, as it seems to be doing something to the miasma on the ground.
Oh, say, with that?
And
Do you
with
s-
cultists.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Answer LJ first.
Did you say out loud we asking if you're attacking? Is that what you asked?
I'm whispering, I'll be attacking.
I
I'd
don't
whisper
know.
back, not yet. Do we recognize any of their clothing, their garbs? These aren't the this isn't the search team, right? We're not seeing Ellis, the archaeologist.
doesn't
guy,
appear
or-
to be.
So
No.
these people actually, oh, that's right, you were at the house. Some of these people
Yep.
do look familiar, but they seem kind of out of it, almost as if something may have driven them mad.
Oh, okay.
Hold on 1 second.
In fact, Arcana might tell you something at that realization.
Does anyone have a better Arcana than mine? I don't mind rolling, but
I think you and Elvin
mean,
are the only two that
Any,
have
anyone,
I'm-
anyone who has it can roll.
Yeah, I think that's you two, and that's it.
oh, that's a much better roll.
So this seems similar to what you know of the void sickness people get by being in the darkness too long. However, these guys have light, so it's strange that they would be suffering from it.
But they are
Um,
slowly getting enveloped by this darkness.
Yes.
The void sickness would be a commonly known thing here in the Underdark, right? People would
Yeah.
have all heard of it. So not from an Arcana standpoint, because I'm not trained in Arcana, but like maybe from a medicine standpoint, like what types of things would I know of, if any, that would help?
So medicine or Arcana would tell you about the symptoms of it. Because everyone would know about it, not everyone would know exactly what it
Right.
is.
Right.
17.
Look at LJ go.
Yeah, so they're definitely showing symptoms of it, but you would know that it usually takes days of being in the darkness for it to take hold. And you don't think these guys have been here that long. At least, if what Sir Ian had said is true. And actually, at this point, this guy cries out as the darkness fully envelops him.
Oh,
I can cast Dispel Magic at that point.
yes, go ahead.
Oh, hang on.
Nathaniel.
Hang on. As he is enveloped in the darkness, a strange creature would kind of appear, taking hold of his form as he just turns into a warped-looking shadow monster.
Oh.
I've never
Uh,
seen that bastard before.
And at this point, yeah, give me initiative rolls. If you're going
Do
to
I
start
have to?
casting Dispel. I mean, you don't have to.
At this point, I probably won't, just from a.
Void.
Void Elemental. Oh, wow.
That's the type of thing that you need to get off before.
Thank you
the-
for that advantage, Unger.
the beat goes up.
Speaking of Anvir, we rolled the same thing and have the same deaths. So who goes first? in that?
Whoever got their roll in first, I would say. But that's up to Lou.
I think
Well,
that's actually what he's done in the past.
The turn order will decide.
yeah, it's based off your dexterity, I think.
We have the same.
We
We
have
have,
it, yeah.
we have exactly 1.12,
Oh.
exactly the same.
We have 12.
Uh,
I think the way
Yeah.
Roll20 does it is whoever rolled it first.
yeah, I think so.
Oh, we'll find out.
We'll figure it out.
The token macros on my NPCs aren't working. They might need redone.
Yeah, I think we'll figure out when he sorts it.
Is everyone on the turn order?
No, I have to pull up their sheets because of. the
You
macros being
are.
broken.
Here, I'll redo
I'm working on it.
the macros on them. All right, they should be
There
redone.
we go. Okay, they should be all on the board now.
Why?
Mungus is not on here.
Yeah, we're missing Mungus.
Neither am
And
I
neither
for
is
some
LJ.
reason.
The two masters.
Manasa didn't take either.
Oh, fuck.
I'll try that again.
Come on.
All right, so Mungus, just make sure your token selected, then press the initiative button on your sheet. But yeah, the token would have to be selected, and if you mouse over where it says initiative on your character sheet, it should let you click that.
And don't forget that everyone should have temp HP from Anvir's doing his Twilight Sanctuary in that last battle.
Hope you guys kept track of that. I know a lot of yous had 16s.
Yeah, I still got the
I know
16
I
on
did.
mine.
Good.
Are you able to find that, Mungus?
Are you there, Mungus?
Good question.
Do we lose him?
I think you lost him.
Talking, Mungus, we can't hear you.
Huh.
Must be AFK.
Oh, there he is.
There he goes.
Yay!
Hey!
All right, are
He
you there?
rolled the highest initiative.
Are you there, Mungus?
Yeah.
Is your mic working?
So that's nothing.
Maybe he's having audio issues. Can you hear us? If you can, just type in chat and roll 20.
Well, I saw him just deafen and undeafen himself, so I'm guessing he's trying to figure it out.
Okay.
You might
Yeah,
ju-
I'm guessing he.
Hopefully, coming and going well.
All right.
Reset it.
Long.
Hello? Yeah, usually if you just rejoin, that'll fix it.
Oh,
You there, Jay?
he says
He can't hear us.
Uh-oh. Maybe try restarting?
Also, if you in Discord right-click on the microphone or right-click on your headphones, you can select the device, make sure the right device is selected.
Oh yeah,
Can't
that's
hear
true.
you. But yeah. Gotta love Discord, man.
It works really
Can you
well
all hear
most
me?
of the time. Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
Yep.
there we go.
Haha.
I think he's back. You there? Oh. I
No,
thought
it sounds like he can't hear
Okay.
us, but
I
he
can't
can.
hear any of you guys, so I don't know what to do.
you still don't hear us?
Yeah, okay. He doesn't hear us, but we
I
can
guess
hear
I'll
him.
hold my action.
Okay. Yeah, maybe try maybe changing the thing there. All right. Yeah, either restarting or checking the device. Can you hear us?
Oh.
Mongus?
Are you there, Mungus?
No, I'm guessing he still can't hear us.
Hmm. All right. Well, let me get things going, and I'll say while he works on that, hopefully he can figure out what's going on with that. So Nathaniel, we'll say you are first instead. What do you want to do?
We'll go big or go home, and well, actually, before I say what I'm gonna do, let's just back in.
So the void-like creature, now that he has consumed the cultist, is kind of looking towards the group and moving at you. The other cultists are still chanting, and you would see the swirls are starting to appear around them as well.
So I would try to very quickly say to Enver, see if you can dispel or control it. I'll control the monster, and I will cast Hold Monster on the monster.
And the void elemental. All right.
I was gonna banish it, but that works too.
So.
Oh, can I attempt to do my insulting it first?
Yes. And actually, well, you would have to use a bonus action, but you might know something about these enemies with an Arcana check.
The way he's wording that, you might want to do it.
Yeah, I will use my bonus action to do that instead.
Okay.
Because I think I know what he's about to say based on the name Void Elemental.
How about that?
Yeah, as with many elementals, well, it is a monster, but elementals generally are not something that can be grabbed, paralyzed, or kind of like stopped because they're kind of almost incorporeal, if that makes sense.
Assuming you're
Dare
giving
you
me
do
the
that?
option of taking that spell back then.
Yeah, I'll say you did that before the attack.
Then I will instead is the ritual still appearing to be going and like gathering? Is there enough time for me to notice that post?
The energy is swelling around the star there. So you think
I will actually
these guys might they might be trying to do what this guy just did, turn themselves into this weird creature.
Yeah, and so based off of that, instead of casting a level 5 Hold Monster, I'm going to try to cast a level 5 Dispel Magic target of the, where the origin of the swirling seems to be concentrating.
Like on the...
Alright.
Star
Level
thing or whatever it
5. Go ahead and link it. Alright, so you chant summoning disruptive abjuration energies, and that would indeed destroy the magic, to which point all the cultists get very angry, and one of them yells, "Rip their heads off!"
I think
that
they wouldn't
escalated
like that,
quickly.
but I think it's better fighting cultists than more void monsters.
Yeah, probably.
Rip their heads off.
You know what?
Oh, is Mungus back?
Mungus is back.
Nice.
Yay!
Alright, so I'll say Mungus can jump in. Was there anything
That's
else
my
for
bonus-
you?
Yeah, no, that's my bonus action. My action, I'll probably step a couple more steps back here. That will be my turn if Mungus wants to go next.
Alright, so Mungus, what are you gonna do?
I'm
As I
going
said,
to...
you gonna
First off, I'm going into a rage.
are you gonna walk through this black void stuff? Or are you trying to go around it?
I was trying to go around it.
Alright, so 5, 10. So yeah, if you went around it, you could, getting to here with 30 feet as you rage. Kind of moving diagonally carefully around it. And what are you going to do?
Can I two-handed swing my flail at this guy?
Alright, so you you bring your flail out swinging violently. And we said we were going to reskin that to be a maul, right? Just so you had the 2d6 damage. Because you
Yes.
want to be more of a damage guy. All right. So you attack. Go ahead, give me a roll. As-
Alright, attack. I'm trying to see where you go to my.
So it should be like one of the very first things you can click.
Yeah. In fact, let me give you a maul, just so you have that
Yeah.
on there.
That's his magical item he chose as well.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that is your magical item, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you should see a maul +1 button now on your
Okay.
macros. Click that one. All right, yeah, 26 definitely strikes as you bring your spiky large flail down upon this guy. Go ahead and click the maul button to roll damage.
And I'm raging, so
Oh, so that gives you +2, I believe.
2 or 3, depending on level. Might
Uh,
be 3 at this level.
Yeah.
yeah, I think you are full. Wait, what? +4?
At 16,
I didn't
plus 3
choose
now.
my rage. There
It's
we go.
+3 right now. It's +3 damage, so it's 15.
All right, so you bring the maul down on this guy as several of his bones crack, and he stumbles backward, looking wounded, yelling something at you in. Someone has comprehend languages, huh?
Nathaniel.
He yells something at you in a language you don't understand, but Nathaniel's not here. Anything else, Mungus? Second attack?
Can I get a second attack?
I believe you do at level 10. Barbarians, I think, get 2
Okay.
attacks.
Yeah, you got a 5th.
So hit him again with the flail.
All right, you swing the.
16 or 23.
It would be the first number, 16, which would strike him. And you can, narrate the flail swings if you want. So, yeah, go ahead, give me a damage roll. All right, nice. Another 15. So that knocks the wind out of him, almost killing him, but he is barely standing. Still chanting in a strange language you don't understand. Anything else, Mungus? Oh, and you are
Unless I
raging.
can hit him a third time, I think that will be it for me.
Alright, Sumungus gets ready to attack again, but in the meantime, the Void Elemental goes. So this dark creature moves towards you. Moving through his buddy here, who is actually affected by its energies. Or is he? Let me double check that. Yeah, he is. Alright.
Welcome to All Tech Lansing.
Uh-oh. Someone's got something happening in the background.
Sorry. I'm on my phone. I'm trying to connect to Bluetooth.
Oh,
I
okay.
should have muted first.
So as this creature moves through you, you would take 5 points of necrotic damage. And the guy would too, as he is withered and falls to the ground. The creature continues moving. And at this point, Mungus, he's going to leave your threatened area, so you would get an Oppie on him if you want it. An opportunity attack, that is.
We'll definitely take that opportunity. Do I use it with the maul again?
Yeah. So you would swing your spiked flail. Yeah, 27 would strike it. Dealing 16 bludgeoning. The creature, angered by this, is going to turn back towards you and try to grab at you. 19 versus AC.
AC is 14.
Alright, so that would drain you, doing 8 points of necrotic damage, and preventing you from being able to heal for the time being. So you would take 8 from that attack.
I was afraid of that.
Luckily, 13 would be too low, and you would dodge the second attack. So that's it for him. This cultist is dying on the ground. Eldwin.
Alright. Sorry,
Oh, sorry, I forgot. This thing is going to keep moving though after the attack. So the three of you would take 5 points of damage. Necrotic.
Which three? Sorry, I'm reloading my roll
It's
20.
Not you.
Nasira and her NPCs.
Oh yeah, Nasira and her 2 NPCs. Because the void energy is flowing around you, draining you. Go ahead, Eldwin.
Alright, I'm going to... am I able to get flank on him while they're on top of them, or no?
No, you'd have to have someone on the other side.
Okay. I was just wondering. I guess I'll use 20 feet to get here, and then I will try and find a way to stab through this elemental.
Weird elemental creature. 14 would actually hit it. Does not have a very high AC.
That actually scares me.
Doing 11 points of magical piercing with your rapier. It turns towards you, getting ready to attack. Anything else?
I'll stab it again.
Alright, yeah, 20 will strike a second time, doing another 8 points of damage to it.
Alright, and then I'm going to, with my last bit of movement, 5, 10, yep. And that's all I'm gonna do.
Give me your life force, it mutters.
Oh, don't like that.
Anvir.
I'm gonna try and banish the bastard.
Good.
Alright, so you're casting Banishment.
Just gonna get my sheet back up.
Yeah, ruin the DM's encounter. Do it.
I don't know about
Well, I mean,
Do it.
banish just means that. Yeah.
Alright, so you chant, trying to target him with a banishment spell. The creature turns towards you as you cast, making a charisma save. Failing it, it would wink out. You may begin concentrating on your spell.
And don't you dare lose concentration on that.
And then I'm just gonna step back a couple of feet next to Syl.
Seal seems disappointed. He's like, oh, shadow creature.
There's still humans around the corner you can go kill.
Alright, so that's it for Anvir.
That'll do me.
Nasira.
Well then, I guess that is my options.
You're a monk, you got movement.
Right, but even I would have to dash to actually.
I mean,
reach, some of the
Would you
stuff.
rather deal with the... No, I'm kidding.
Yes, I would. So let's see here. I think I will. Keep forgetting to change my. Okay. 20, 30. I will use my my healer feat to stabilize this guy, not to actually heal him, just to stabilize him.
You find you are unable to stabilize him because of the shadowy energies.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to go here. That's my turn.
Oh, so if you step there, you would see someone else.
Uh-oh.
Can't really stabilize a cracked skull.
Exactly.
Well, it was actually the black miasma that put him down, so...
So there is a woman who has been, looks like she's been silently chanting, though as you come into view, her eyes open and she looks directly at you.
Another caster over this way, perhaps.
She yells something at you in a language you don't understand.
Would I hear it?
You would actually.
I know we also said there was something else he would have heard, but he wasn't here at the time.
She yells, "Embrace the madness," and she starts doing magic-y stuff. Anything else, Nasira?
That's all I can do.
I think we found a girlfriend for Sol.
Alright, so this guy
Oh
goes.
no.
He's going to rush at Nasira. And he is going to throw his robe back, and you would see he has a tentacle hand, which he whips at you.
I saw that in the picture. I was gonna taunt him about it, like. I forgot.
10 will miss. And
Can I do Spirit Shield?
what does Spirit Shield do?
That's when they are hit with an attack, Mongus.
Yeah, you
If
would.
you're raging and another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to
Yeah,
reduce
the attack
damage.
missed,
Well,
so they're not
he
taking
missed me.
damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if he had hit her, then I believe you could use that. But he does get a second attack, so we'll see.
I actually will point out that you can't use it because you've already used your reaction this turn.
Oh, right, because you reaction attack that thing that went past you. So yeah, you would at this
Got
point you would be in the middle of like attacking that guy. So
That hit.
he starts spittling all over you, doing a bunch of poison. So you take 7 poison damage, and I need a con save.
I take 3 poison.
Ah, yes.
let's
Yan T comes in handy.
Share Constitution.
Alright, so luckily you resist the poison that he spittled on you. That's it for him. This one is going to rush at you as well.
I just because I'm a rules stickler, by the reading of his multi-attack, I think he could have only done one of those 2 attacks, because it says he can use 1 flesh twist and 1 club attack.
Alright. Second guy, let's see. Club attack. He's gonna swing his club, 17.
That hits.
Alright, so he smashes you with the club for 6 bludgeoning. And he is going to use a tentacle hand for his flesh twist. 23.
That hits.
Alright, so you are smacked for another 6, so 12 total. And you are grabbed by the tentacle as it wraps
Okay,
around you.
So that is 4 damage. Okay.
Yeah,
After my temp.
because of your temp. So you are restrained and grabbed by him. That's it for him. Manasa.
Oh, honestly, things are looking really crowded up there. I think her movement is 40. No, it's only 30. I'll start to move her over this way, but I don't want to get her in the way of the path there because I'm sure everyone else is going to be running through. So that's all she's doing this turn. Same thing with the snake. Getting
Alright.
a little closer, but
So your
I don't want to slow everyone else down.
snakes start moving up, but keeping the way clear. Leo Jr.
Yeah. Should I find out?
You can take the reaction use symbol off you, because you would have your reaction right now.
Oh, shit, I put the wrong symbol. It's meant to be for exhaustion.
Oh, that's the radioactive symbol. So what does Leo Jr. do?
I'm assuming there's no way to freeze by this without touching this.
Alright, you carefully. So you can move through this area. It would be a squeeze, though. Those would be difficult terrain because of the wall.
I have 3, 5,
So that'd be 30 feet.
yeah, fuck it, 30 feet.
Alright. So you carefully make your way past the strange ooze.
And I was saying to Lucira, fall back!
She's grappled. She can't fall back.
Yeah, you'd see she's all wrapped up in a tentacle.
And you
I was
probably
like-
expect she's not going to listen to you anyway.
I was like, fall back. Good luck.
She just gives you a look like, fuck off.
Alright.
That's me.
Dodge action or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Seal.
Mungus hears the words fall back and sneers.
He's like, never.
Me, the man who killed the Nox? Never.
Seal's gonna run down here behind me, and on, I guess, this one.
Yeah.
He'll use his multi-attack and do 2 hurl flames.
Alright. You do some hurl flames. 18 will strike. Doing 16 fire. And he is wounded as he's burned pretty badly. But a 7's gonna miss.
I figured. It's like, I just turned back to Soul's like, see, we get to burn some of them.
He is happy. So that's it for Seal, I assume.
Yep, that's all you can do.
At the end of the round. The Void Speaker is going to step forward and point her finger at this blob here.
Uh-oh.
Doing some sort of strange chant, and the blob starts moving.
God damn it.
God damn it. Blub, 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 blub.
Oh, I hate
I feel
that.
so bad for that poor bastard at the bottom of the photo.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Uh,
Fuck.
So that is it for that round. Luckily, the Void Pool didn't roll very well on initiative. Mungus. So the Void next to you is now moving. Big old slimy thing. Dark.
Okay. So I'm definitely going to be attacking this thing, but is it possible for me to turn around and this guy is has Nasira like grappled, right?
This guy up here does.
Okay. So if I were to turn around and throw a hatchet at him and it hits, would that take the grapple off?
It would deal damage, it wouldn't break the grapple. The only way to break the grapple is to either force move him or Nasira away from each other. Or, like, use strength to try to break her out, but that would be your action.
Okay, now I'm going to go into a rage and reckless attack
The blob.
this guy, the blob. I'm going to reckless attack the blob.
Alright, so you are... I think you're still raging from last round, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you continue your rage as you roar, bringing your weapon down upon it recklessly. Ah.
Do I get advantage on this, or is it just...
Yes. So that would be a crit. Raw splat.
Nat 20.
Nice.
So do I now roll damage?
Yeah, if you click on the Maul +1 in the chat there, it'll... I didn't do a crit
Okay.
for that. That's weird.
Oh, maybe because it was a dirty it was a 19 because I got the +1 and then +8. So
Hey, you did roll a 20 there. Well, just give me 2 more d6s because you would double your dice, which would be 2d6 extra. Unless you have something. Do barbarians get the brutal critical thing at this level, or is that higher level?
I think they might have
That's a
the
nine.
first part of it.
All right. So that would be, unless I'm told otherwise, that would be 20 points of damage to this thing.
Yep, one more die, one more d6.
Oh, an extra
Yeah.
d6? Alright.
One more.
Okay, and that's a 1.
Alright, so 21 damage. Let me just check something, because I have to remember how these things work.
Yeah, Brutal Protocol is 9-12.
Alright, 21 points of damage. Does it have any resistance? No. Alright, so the creature is splatted as you just bring your maul down on it for 21. Second attack?
Can I rush over and hit the guy that's in front of Nasira? And I'm talking like I'm running with my double-handed maul, and I just swing through him like a golfer on the tee box, like Happy Gilmore style.
Alright.
And
So you can rush over there. If you do so, though, the creature will get an opportunity attack on you, because you'll be...
Nasira
oh, that
will
thing's not
call-
dead?
No, it just took 21.
It's not even
Oh
wounded.
man.
Yeah, Nasira will say,
Say what? Did we lose Mary?
I believe so.
Alright, but yeah, this thing is not wounded yet.
Can
You
you guys
just...
not hear me?
You cut out. You're back now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Nasira just told you to focus that blob thing because she doesn't want to know what it can do.
Okay, so I guess another reckless attack on
So Nasira
blob.
speaks. Alright, you bring down another attack on it. 22 will strike as more black void goop splatters. Doing another 10 points of damage. Which the creature is now very upset at you. Anything else?
I did the reckless attack. Do I get one more reckless attack or?
Nah, you're out now.
Yeah, it would just be the
All
2
right.
attacks.
Unless you have anything as a bonus action.
No, not with
Okay.
a two-handed weapon.
Cool. Then I guess I will sit here and wait for this thing. Did I hurt it, or is it? It's a blob, so.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, it's splattered a bunch, but it's hard to tell if it's actually wounded or not. It still seems pretty strong, so it must be fairly hardy of an opponent.
Okay, then I guess I will sit and wait for my next turn.
Alright, so you get ready to attack again. In the meantime, Nathaniel, what are you going to do? Are you there, Nathaniel?
Oh, sorry, didn't hit the mic mute button. Sorry, I didn't want you guys to hear me coughing.
No worries.
Maybe I wanted to hear it.
Where did Onvir go? I don't see him on the.
I'm
He ran away.
On the other side of the rock.
He bravely repositioned.
Gotcha. We're gonna go here, and I'm getting the sense that this is a pretty dangerous thing. I haven't seen it.
No, it's cuddly.
Well, I'm going to make it imagine and become incredibly fearful and scared of. I'm guessing giving it a void. Well, let's see if it hits. If it hits, I'm going to tell you what I want it to imagine.
You also would have heard Nasira call out that there's another caster, and then you heard the chanting in the language you didn't understand when this blob thing appeared. I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah.
Yeah, you would see
yeah,
another
I
guy
got
over
that.
there.
Oh,
But
wait, no, I can, but just barely see her, can't I?
yeah. All right. So what do you
Within Nasira's torch or Nasira's light.
what do you do into the blob thing?
Actually, yeah, we're gonna talk to the chanter way over there. 70 feet. Yeah, we're gonna attack the chanter with a phantasmal killer.
All right.
DC 17 wisdom save.
Frightened. All right. Let me just check something. 'Cause I think she has a thing for this.
And that's where we find out she's immune.
Mm.
Might be immune
I'll
to
just
frighten, but
advantage.
wouldn't the
Yeah, she has advantage. She's not immune because she's insane. So let's do, what was it, wisdom?
Wisdom DC 17.
Oh, she would fail. So she grabs at her head and says, the voices, as Phantasmal Killer is affecting her. What does that do? She becomes frightened, and what else?
At the end of her turn, she takes 4d10 psychic damage.
Okay. Does she get any saves?
At the end of her turn.
Okay. So anything else for you? And you're concentrating on that, I assume. 1 minute timer. All right. So that is it for you.
I will probably take a step back as soon as I...
The Void Elemental is banished, so it continues to languish in another world. The Void Cultist is bleeding out in the ground, kind of twitching. Eldwin.
Really hating that this just popped up right in front of me.
What the?
Nah, it'd be better just to do. Yeah, we. Do I get flanking here? Or do I need to move up one?
No, you'd have flanking.
Okay. I'm going. Or actually, hold on. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll try taking 2 stabs at this puddle.
Alright, you stab at the black void. 27 will strike with your first hit, doing 13 to it. And 26 strikes again, doing another 8, as a bunch of void energy kind of splurts from it, but it still doesn't look wounded.
And then I'm going to use 25 feet to get over here.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Anvir.
I just noticed it has a negative initiative.
Yeah, it's not very fast.
What to do, what to do. Well, I don't like this slime boy in front of me. I can tell you that much.
I got something for him on my next turn. If he's still here.
He just needs
I mean,
a
he's
hug.
not even wounded yet. So I'm
hope
assuming
he'll
he's
be
going to
there.
be here. I'm just gonna do handy dandy guiding bolt, I think, just on the sludge boy here.
On the sludge, alright. You indeed blast the void pool with a guiding bolt, doing 20 points of radiant.
Oh, it's...
As the creature does not seem to like radiant energy, and it now looks wounded, seared from the light of your bolt.
And the next attack has advantage on it.
Yep.
So Mungus, that heart that just went up on the blob, that means he's at half health or below.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
so he's now starting to look wounded from that searing radiant bolt that Anvir just shot at him. Anything else?
No, just very happy to know that it doesn't like radiant. Actually, should I do something else? No, I can't. I already cast a spell. I'm good.
Alright, Nasira.
She's gonna start punching at the one that's grappling her, not the wounded one.
Alright, so you are restrained. Unfortunately, this is a disadvantage.
Oh, does that cause disadvantage?
Restrained does. This is a special grapple.
Oh, I thought you said grappled. Okay, gotcha.
It is a grapple,
Ungrappled
but
and restrained.
yeah,
Okay.
this one.
Sorry. Just the words on the last round were grappled, so I didn't realize it was restrained. Well, in that case, let me think here. Do I still want to do that? I think I'm still probably the best. No, you know what? I'd rather. Yeah, let me do this. I'm gonna cast a spell, actually. Well, I don't know.
What are you gonna cast?
I don't know how long I'll be able to hold this, but I'm gonna cast Bless on Mungus, Eldwin, and LJ. And I'm in conjunction with that, I'm going to use Voice of Authority. Link that to tell Mungus to take a swing at the blob right now.
All right. So yeah, casting a spell. Mungus, as a reaction, you can indeed swing at the blob again. If you want to
Can I,
spend your reaction to do so.
Can I, instead of take a swing at him, I have a basically a Molotov cocktail. I have a where is it?
It has to be a weapon attack.
It does have to be a weapon attack.
For
Yeah.
Voice of Authority, it does. Yeah, you would have to use the weapon that's in your hand.
This extra attack that I'm giving you now has to be a weapon attack. Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Okay, so
and you have
14.
plus. You have advantage and a plus D4. So
Yep.
roll another D4.
Well, 14 would hit, as this thing is not very armored or quick. So you bring your maul down, splatting it another time.
Also,
Go ahead and
the
get.
token that me and Eldrin has, you want to add that. That's the Bless token.
Okay.
White.
Yeah, like the white book. So do you know how to add markings to your token?
No, I do not. Oh, I'm sure I do now. Okay.
Yeah, if you see the little, there should be a little bar on the side, and there should be a bunch you can do. And if you click the little plus button next
Yeah.
to the one that looks like a white book, it should add to your token.
Yeah, I don't think it's been his turn. I think that's gone up far enough.
All right. So the
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying. So I have token bars.
Click on your token.
I clicked on my token. Sorry for the.
That's
No,
okay.
it's all good. And then there's the like little circle thing underneath you. Click
Yeah,
that, and
that.
keep scrolling until you see the little white book, and then just click
Scroll down until the new
Just
icon.
The white book.
One at a time, guys. I know you guys are trying to help, but you're all explaining simultaneously.
So if you click on your token, there's like a button that looks like a lens, which brings up all the different token, what are they called? Macros or markings. And the one for Bless, which I can just grab for you, is down a little ways. It is this one.
Circle.
So that's the Bless marking. So you are blessed.
might have just added a random one to yourself as well. Because you just got a random part.
Encircled heart, yeah.
Yeah, so it's okay. We don't need that one. All right, so that was your reaction.
And that was my action. And I actually don't think I'm going to take a bonus action, but Mungus, FYI, that marker that they just had you put on, that means you're blessed. So until Nasira loses concentration on her spell, you add an extra 1d4 to every d20 roll you make, basically. So your attacks and stuff.
Except
can
for-
save.
The blessing
Yeah.
of her god.
Yeah, and then at the end of my turn, I'm going to tell my my NPCs to help surround the blob to offer flank on their turns. That's all I have.
All right, the cultist here is going to. He is. Who hit him? You did, didn't you?
I did not. It was.
Oh, that was Seal.
Seal hit.
He can't get the seal. Yeah, he's just gonna hit you. He has advantage.
I figured.
So he's gonna club you first. 17.
That hits. They keep getting my AC exactly.
So
All right.
5 bludgeoning, and he is going to suddenly grow a bunch of tusks and headbutt you. 23.
That misses. Oh, that's right,
advantage. Yep.
Oh, and I lose the bless.
Boop, 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 boop,
No,
boop.
wait a second. Yeah, no, I lose the bless. I'm
Alright.
sorry, guys. No bless.
So
But at least
10.
I got to give Mungus an extra attack.
Yeah, so 10 slashing damage, and that is it for him. The other Void Cultist is going to attack you as well. 23 clubs you for another 4. And then he is going to try to use his tusks on you as well. 21 will strike for another 4. Not the most impressive hits. As he continues to chant in a dark tone. Manasa.
She's going to obey and come up here and offer some flanking and do a quick attempt to bite this blob.
Yeah, 16 would strike. Biting into a blob. Or
I think it makes a con save now.
it's immune to poisons.
Oh, okay. All right.
It does not have a circulatory system.
Gotcha. The snake is pretty much going to do the same thing. Help surround this thing. Take a quick bite.
Okay. So it gets a mouthful of void energy, doing another 5
Piercing.
points of piercing.
Okay.
All right, and that actually would, or wait, actually, these are no, never mind. The void pool would take full damage from those. So he is now extremely wounded, but still up. So
Mungus, that little skull and crossbones, that means that the creature is at a quarter health or below.
Okay, got it.
So something strange happens. The void pool is going to move over towards your cleric and suddenly turn into a familiar creature.
Doesn't that give some oppies?
No, it was the other void pool, the one
It was
down the
the-
hall.
that was,
Oh,
up the wall.
the one up above.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh.
there was a second.
Mungus,
I
you've just
didn't know.
marked yourself as dead.
That had a heart attack.
He saw a second one. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Come on, Mongus.
So this thing is going to come over to you, Anvir, and it's going to shoot some pseudopods at you.
Oh no.
Does not roll very well, though. 12 will miss. And 11 will miss. So
Yay.
you luckily jump back, throwing your shield up, dodging, and blocking both attacks. Leo Jr.
Oh, cool. 10, 20, 25. I go back to here to see that one,
Yeah.
but I will use my 2 attacks on this blob.
Alright, so you bring your weapon down upon it, slashing.
Can I open my token? My character sheet. Want to look? Okay, there we go. Do I have flank on this angle with the Eldon?
I don't believe you do. You would have to have someone here for diagonal flank.
Ah, dang it. And
I don't think you get flank.
No, and I don't have that movement to move in and move out. But yeah, 2 attacks. First one being 13.
13 will strike as you.
I'm sorry, what?
13 will strike as you cut into the creature, doing another 14 points of damage.
Okay, that's surprised. One of these things has a negative initiative count.
Yeah, it's not all that quick.
Where's that?
So the creature, it looks like it's coming at you, but you do have a second attack.
Second attack, 15.
Yeah, 15 will strike it.
And I will lunging attack this. So plus 6.
Plus 6. Alright, so the void will kind of puddle into nothingness.
Oh, it was that dead already.
I did 20 damage to it with one guiding bolt.
Yep, 1 second. Oh.
It's
Okay.
been beaten up by a few people, so.
I will move the other remaining 5 feet that way.
Mungus did like 20 damage in one hit.
Yeah.
Alright,
I will say to Anvir, get behind me.
alright, so the void speaker goes. Now she can't move closer to you, right? Or how does that work?
He is frightened of, I believe.
Oh wait, you have to place
general.
your phantasmal creature, I believe. Because
No,
doesn't
I
it make
don't-
a 10 by 10 foot thing?
No, it's only in its head, I believe. Here, let me link the spell again. I believe it's just in the head.
Yeah,
Deepest
this
Fear is
is
visible only to the creature. The target must make was on fail save that becomes frightened for the duration.
Okay.
Frightened means that she can't move closer to whatever she's frightened of. So how does
So if it's
that
just
work?
in her head, it probably wouldn't have that part of the ability, so she could probably still move then. So she's going to come this way.
Assuming though, if she's frightened, she'd be at least frightened of us or something. Like the whole point of frightened is that it, wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, like what's the effect if it doesn't do that? If it doesn't
Disadvantage on all her attacks.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to assume if it's in her head, she's just kind of like almost discombobulated with fear, but it doesn't. I don't think like she's afraid of you guys, just kind of like this vision she's seeing. Because I don't think
imagine,
I don't think it would just paralyze her.
No, I don't think it would do that either. Yeah, fair enough. She will have to take a 4d10 psychic damage at the end.
I'm reading. It does say choose a location in which you're like
I don't-
I'm reading on. It doesn't say it in the spell, but reading it like other places, it says the idea is you would place down a thing, and that's where the fear would radiate from. But I don't know how.
Some illusion that only she sees.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that how they played it in the other game? I don't remember
I
I don't
exactly.
use this spell very often, so I don't remember.
All right. Well, go ahead. Where do you want to place the effect? It would just have to
I
be
would
somewhere
probably-
within 120 feet.
Yeah, I would have probably placed it like right here.
Okay. So yeah, she would kind of
I
cower
imagine
a
she
little
sees
bit.
just a little bunny rabbit.
The symbol of purity.
Yeah.
So
Terrifying.
she is going to kind of whisper to herself and wide-eyed look towards the creature, saying things that don't make any sense. But her eyes begin to glow with void energy as she does Word of the Void. And she's gonna do Decaying Word as the area around her fills with darkness. And I think everyone within 30 feet has to give me a con save. So that's only two of you,
And her
like
allies?
luckily. I don't
It's
think
just
it.
Mungus and Sarah, I think.
Yeah, it's only hostile creatures. It wouldn't affect her allies. So,
So you need a Constitution save.
yes, con save. If you fail it, you take 23 necrotic. If you make it, you take 11. Alright, so Mungus reads.
30
Hold on,
feet, right?
hold on,
Oh.
Nasira, Silvery Barbs. Oh wait, can I use it on a?
No, I don't think so.
Magical strike a
Are
triggering
you-
feature for momentary uncertainty encouragement for.
Are you within 60 feet?
Must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
well,
think
yeah,
the
it's lower
first
roll,
person
so never
you
mind, it doesn't
attack
matter.
always needs to be
Yeah.
hostile.
Nope. Yeah,
Uh,
it's the lower roll.
so
Oh, This is a
Mungus.
spell. Wait, this is a spell, so I have advantage.
This is not a spell. This is her ability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Mungus, you would resist it. Luckily, only taking 11, but Nasira would get hit for the full 23 necrotic.
Okay. And Nasira does look wounded.
That is it for the Void Speaker. Seal.
She needs a wisdom save
Oh,
or takes.
right. Wisdom.
Do they
I'm
not
not-
take
I'm not
damage
seeing-
first? Because you haven't done any damage yet with it, have you?
All right, no more rules.
Yeah, it's
wiring.
annoying, but I think that the way it reads, wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage on the end of their turn.
All right, so she would fail. Go ahead and give me the 4d10. But yes, I think she rolls it first and then takes it. So she's feared at first, but she doesn't take it till she fails.
Ah.
And I
Uh,
was wrong, guys. I'm not quite wounded yet.
Alright, so she grabs at her head screaming as she takes 14 psychic damage.
And the other advantage to the spell is its concentration, so it happens every turn.
Yeah.
So that-
So Seal, what are you gonna do?
Seal's gonna see this other slime start moving up. Just like and he'll just like try. He'll just like push LJ out of the way. Like, can he stack on top or?
No, LJ. I mean, he could grab LJ, pull him back, and then move, but that would be an attack. So yeah, LJ would have to get out of the way.
Okay, in that case, he'll just
So-
do 2 hurl flames at this.
The downside of being a big creature. Yeah, 18 would strike, burning it for 9. And 8 would strike as well.
What?
God.
Like I said, it's not very quick.
Wow.
Burning it for
I knew that, but I
12.
didn't realize it was that bad.
Alright, so that's it for Seal, I assume.
Yep.
The void pool just kind of gurgles. Mungus.
Okay, so you guys got this blob guy handled over here. Mungus is gonna come run up to Nasira, and I think Hatchet attack this guy, and then throw a well, maybe come up here and throw a javelin at the crazy lady over here.
Alright, so you can pull out a javelin as your item interaction and throw it. That would be one of your attacks.
So I move here.
The only...
Throw the jab.
What's the range of the javelin? 30? Does anyone know?
Range is 30 and 120 is long distance.
So you probably want to throw it from here, just because if you're next to a melee attacker when you throw it, it would be a disadvantage. So you could say as you're running up, you hurl it from back here. So go ahead, give me a javelin roll.
Got it.
Javelin goes flying at the babbling, crazy-looking woman. 14? Does she have a thing she can do for that? I think that's going to hit her. Yeah, so that would strike, doing how much?
I'm raging, so 7 piercing.
It
No,
would just be
10.
7.
yeah, I don't think you get the 3 on ranged attacks for rage. I think that's only melee, so it would just be the 7. Wounding her slightly, and then running up and attacking one of these guys, right? With your maul.
I'm sorry, what?
For your second attack, you're going to run up and attack one of these guys with your maul?
Yes. I'm going to run over here and recklessly attack this guy.
Alright, so after throwing the your javelin, you rush up to that guy, swinging with your second attack.
Got it. That's with the maul.
Oh, 12. That would actually hit him.
Jeez.
These guys just have robes on, so they are not armored.
So I roll 1.
You would just click on the maul button in the roll
Shoot.
in the chat menu.
The damage. I'm sorry. There. All
right.
12 plus
So
the rage 15.
So you roar, bringing your maul down on this guy as you just like squish him. This is a bloody mess on the ground.
So, wait, if I attacked him, could I hit him into the guy that's grappling Nasira?
I mean, you could knock him back over there. It wouldn't do anything mechanically. It would just kind of like smack into his buddy, who would just be like, ah. But yeah, it wouldn't do any damage or anything.
Can I get like a grapple or like a dexterity check to see if he like it loosens the grip on Nasira?
You would have to do force movement to do anything about the grip. That would be a different mechanic. Just
Okay.
just getting All right. Anything else for you?
So after he falls, and I look over at the guy that's got Nasira and say, "You're next," and then
Give me an intimidate roll.
Intimidate. I am proficient in intimidation.
Oh,
Oh,
Maybe your
shame.
voice cracks or something.
You
Oh.
got some of that blob goo in your.
You're next, buddy.
Next.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to speak through the blob goo that's spattered all over you when LJ finished off that voice.
He just gives you a creepy look, maybe intimidating you more than you intimidated him. All
He
right.
turns around like really cocky, looks at his face, and his voice immediately breaks.
Yeah. All right,
They're all
Nathaniel.
laughing at you, Mungus.
Shut up. You shut up. All right, what are you doing,
5,
Nathaniel?
10, 15. I'm gonna viciously mock this thing up here.
You viciously mock the creature. How does it feel about psychic? It doesn't say anything. Alright, sure. Viciously mock the blob. Take that, blob. Alright, the blob feels bad.
I've seen better tofu that was more dangerous than you.
Blob feels bad about itself. Has low self-esteem now.
And then I will give some bardic inspiration over to Lonvir this time. Get some bardic inspiration. But unfortunately, I think at this point I actually need to call it for the night. I'm
Feeling sick.
I'm sorry you're not feeling well.
Alright.
well.
So
I
you...
appreciate you all, but yeah.
Yeah, you inspire Anvir, then disappear into the background.
Thanks, folks. I'll see you next week, I hope.
Good night.
Yep.
Sleep well.
Thanks, guys.
Feel
Sorry.
better.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah. Alright, so the Void Elemental is still banished. The Cultist is dead, or he's twitching on the ground, still dying. Eldwin.
So I'm gonna run up 5, 15, 20, 25, and I'm gonna take 2 stabs at this guy. First one, Booming Blade.
The one grabbing Nasira.
Yep.
Alright. Booming Rapier Stab. As Mungus's voice is cracking, you rush in and stab him as he's distracted. Yeah, 14 will strike. Doing 20 points of damage. Which would wound this
Much
guy.
damage.
Ugh.
And I will stab him again.
Yeah, 27 will strike. And 14 will bring him down as an explosion sends his body flying into the wall. And the Nasira is no longer grabbed.
Nice.
Alright.
And then I will use the last 5 feet I have to run up here.
To the twitching, whispering lady.
Yep.
Alright, Anvir.
What to do? Just clarifying, I got Bardic, didn't I?
Yeah, she did get a bardic inspiration.
Cool. What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to do a Sacred Flame to start, and we'll see how that goes from there.
Alright, you hurl some holy fire at the pool of void.
DC is wrong. I'll have to change that. That's meant to be 17.
It would fail, taking 26 radiant as you scorch it with radiant energy. Anything else?
I think I'm just going to risk taking an obby, and it would be 10 extra feet to move through Soul, right?
Yes.
You realize that if you... Sorry. If you
have the
lose
bardic.
concentration on that spell, you're going to be right next to the guy.
The only reason I'm even remotely risking it is because I have both Warcaster and Bardic.
Alright, so you're gonna try to move away?
Yeah. If I can, I'm going to try and get
Alright.
down here.
He would miss you.
Yep, he missed. Sweet. And then I'll just chill down here. And do I want to do bonus action spell? Is there anything I can really? Yeah, why not? We'll bring the spiritual weapon out.
Alright, a spiritual weapon poofs into existence.
Oh, he missed dreadfully.
Who is it attacking?
I am actually going after the fucking pool thing, so it might hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, that will strike it.
I forgot how bad its roll was.
Let's say an 8 hit this thing.
Unfortunately, the blast of the weapon does no damage to it.
It takes no force damage.
What?
Good to know.
Nope, no force damage. Just kind of like
Wow.
coalesces around the energy. Blub, 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 blub.
I shout that out. Force, no good. Absolutely nothing.
Alright,
Oh.
Nasira.
All right. She looks peeved at the little action she's seen so far this fight, and she's gonna run down here and start pummeling this caster.
Alright.
Just had a bad string of fights.
Poor Nasira just keeps getting
Ooh,
stunned or stray.
Yeah, 21's gonna strike, doing 8 on the first punch. Oh, but that's gonna miss. Whiff.
All right. I'm definitely gonna use a key point for a flurry of blows.
Alright, you let loose with a quick series of strikes. Yeah. Spending a key point. Yeah, 18 or 20 with flank will strike for another 10, which will wound her. 25 hits again. For another 10, which will put her near death.
I'll go ahead and do Hand of Harm after that last unarmed strike.
What does that do?
5 necrotic, and she's poisoned if either of those affect her.
Alright, so she would take 2 necrotic, because she seems to be resistant to the void type energies. And I believe she can be poisoned, though. So she looks sickened by the attack.
That's all I got.
Alright. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about poison. Alright, so the cultist is lying on the ground dying, along with his buddy, Manasa.
Oh, she'll head towards me, but she can't get very far, so that's her turn, and then the snake will head towards.
Is she
Altair.
going through the void pool or around it?
Probably around it.
Okay.
She doesn't want to get slogged down. Her mechanics all sludged up. 10, 15, 25, 30, and then the snake will try and get up
It
there
would
to
look like an
LJ.
inert void pool again. So it might still be
5,
dangerous.
10, 15. Did this void pool just move?
No, I'm just moving the tokens.
Right, I know, but this one a moment ago was one to the right, so I just wasn't sure which way the snake should go.
Oh, no, it's still under.
Under what?
There's no void pool there.
Right here. This one up here that the snake was moving towards. As I was moving towards it, it was a one more token to the right. Then it moved left.
Yeah, so
I just
it's
didn't know.
here.
Okay,
Yeah, it would be there.
so I think I can get this far. I was trying to wrap around to help LJ, but I don't think I can get too far. All right, yeah, she'll try a little bite. Oh,
Yeah, 20 would bite the void creature, doing another 5 points of damage to it.
that's all I got. I was trying to get LJ a flank, but she doesn't have enough movement.
Alright.
I mean, it probably is, but does it take
Wait,
poison damage?
wait.
No,
Wait a
it doesn't.
second. Her movement, yeah, hers is 30.
think so.
Okay. I keep thinking one of them is 40, but all right, go ahead.
Alright, so the void creature is going to attack your snake with a pseudopod.
I didn't think about
12, I believe, would miss.
Hey.
And second attack. Ooh,
Yeah.
21's gonna get her.
that. Oh no, my poor Snecky.
Doing.
I think it was the first time an attack has landed up from it.
Yeah, it hasn't been rolling too well. Am I lagging? Oh, there it goes. So 3 bludgeoning, 12 necrotic, and the target is
alive.
grappled.
On who?
The snake.
The snake.
Am I in range or just out?
Range.
Looks like it jumped out.
Well, do you have 10-foot reach?
I mean, I can.
Well, it depends. Do you have to be adjacent to do your reaction, or can you do it from back here? I don't know how that power works.
Some of the abilities specifically state you need to be within a certain range. Yeah, within 5 feet.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to do anything. It's then going to move this way.
And priest is by 5 feet.
That also says
Oh,
on your turn.
On your turn. Yeah. You're good and done. Come on.
So yeah, then it moves up this way. And actually, I think it could just move around you. It's one of those weird creatures that can do that. Does it do anything for being in with you in its square?
Does the snake get drug along?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Let me just check something. Yeah, I don't think it does anything when it moves into your square. But yeah, it can move around you. So that's it for the void pool. Leo. It's a bunch of black miasma all around you.
Yeah, I will move back to the. Actually, I will move there with my movement.
Okay.
Go from here to here.
Yeah.
I need to look at something. One first time we look at where is.
Remember, the poor little snaky is only there to give you flank.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't know if I give flank when I'm grappled, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
I
it
think
doesn't say anything about a large creature or size of any creature you can switch with. It just says that creature. Because I'm basically saying if I can switch places with Soul.
So who you trying to switch with? Seal?
Yeah. I don't even know if he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, he if he's willing.
That would,
Are you gonna try to do it?
yeah, sure.
Alright. Yeah, sure, he'll move over here. So you bait and switch.
Cool, and let me get my big switch. There it is.
So you are suddenly much more defensive as you change places with the large demon. Anything else?
Yes. 2 attacks on the Pokemon snake friend.
Oh, alright. So you roar viciously. 18 will strike, bringing your longsword down and cutting him for 14. Or cutting it. 23 strikes with the second slash, cutting through it for another 8, which would wound it. Oh. Blub, 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 blub.
Okay. I am going to second wind.
Alright, second wind is a bonus. Anything else?
That would be it.
Alright, the Void Speaker goes. She's going to try to recharge her ability. She would not. So instead, I think she's going to cast a spell. She is going to point her... Yeah. Well, she's going to point her finger in this direction and start chanting.
I'll try and counterspell at 3rd level.
Alright, give me a caster check. D10 plus int. Or sorry, D20 plus int. Because this is higher than 3rd level. You attempt to counterspell her cast. Oh, you would fail. And her spell, unfortunately, is going to go off. as a bunch of cold energy swirls in her palm, firing a cone of cold to the west for 60 feet.
Oh wow!
no,
I forgot
no, I
that was
think
so
I
big.
shot-
I'm resistant to cold.
All right, so that's
Giant.
gonna
Nice.
help you out, but pretty much that's gonna hit everyone except Nasira and her snake. So I need con saves from everyone.
Actually, God, that's
That's con save. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine then.
actually does it hit her snake? I'm not sure because it goes
No, it
64.
doesn't.
It doesn't hit this snake
Okay, I
because
wasn't
that's
sure.
at 65.
It gets
So-
Manasa. It gets Manasa.
Yeah, it would.
Do I have an advantage on this roll since I am resistant to cold?
You don't have advantage, but whatever you, even if you fail it, you still take half damage. And if you make it, which you did, you would take half of half. So instead of so you'd take half, which is 14, then you'd half that again and only take 7 cold damage.
So
And I'm
I'm
also
taking-
raging.
Oh, well, rage doesn't affect elemental damage, just piercing,
Okay.
slashing, and bludgeoning.
The only
Yeah, you need to be certain.
Unless you're a
Uh,
barbarian.
What's
Ah,
what is Buggerlux's bardic? Is it an 8 or 10?
D10. So yeah, 28 cold damage if you failed, 14 if you made it.
I failed the save, but I succeeded my concentration.
Okay.
So 7 to me.
Yeah, so you would take 7 because you would half it for making the con save, then half it again for your resistance.
How much
Got
for a success?
The DC is 15 on that con save.
How much was the damage that you made?
I got 5.
It's in the chat. It's 28 or 14. So that is it for her, as her cone of cold rips through the cavern, freezing several of you quite a bit, but no one luckily is killed or maimed or anything.
I hope you know that was your final act.
Maybe a bit of frostbite. She just chitters a bunch and laughs. And
Does Soul resist cold?
yes, I think. Actually, good point. Let me go check that.
Because he might only take 7 then.
oh, she would make her wisdom
does.
save and is no longer
Like
under the
that?
fear effect. So she breaks
Oh,
the
okay.
phantasmal before dying from it. Soul.
Okay, just a couple more seconds till she dies instead of dying now.
Yeah, hold on.
Just delaying her own death.
So, Seal now back up to full.
So remember, these were the archaeologists. I don't know if you just want to like murder them outright.
Well,
'Cause
Nasira
they are
was
under
gonna
some
do,
kind of
like,
madness.
I was gonna do non-lethal, but I haven't had a chance to do any of the killing blows. So.
Yeah.
I've only been attacking the sledges.
Yeah.
I know Nasira did
can-
try and stabilize one, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Did you
can
roll for
Seal
your snake here?
I did. It took full damage, but it also still had its temp HP.
All right.
It
Okay.
had 16 temp, yeah.
What was your question about Seal?
Seal able to walk through this thing because of its lodginess, or is it?
Yeah, so if you want to walk through the dark void thing, it would be difficult terrain.
Okay, so I can pass.
I think he means the living hostile one.
Oh, this one? You couldn't pass through this one. Unless you did a
Can't.
tumble or overrun. It can pass through you, but it would try to stop
Okay,
you.
that's what I was wondering. I was just wondering if it's a two-way street or not.
Yeah.
In that case, because he can't,
Blub, 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 blub.
probably just as strong as him, so I'm not gonna.
I mean, it is a pudding. I'm not sure how strong it is. But what are you going to do?
Seal's actually. What's the? Seal's actually gonna try and tumble past it.
Alright, make a acrobatics. It's probably a good choice. Yeah, so you move carefully and go past it.
And then he'll make his multi-attack do 1 bite, 2 claws.
Alright, yeah, that will strike it for 7. Blub, blub, blub. 16 strikes it again, doing another 6, and badly wounding it now. And 18 will strike it for another 6, as he just goes with a flurry of natural attacks. Anything else?
That is all he can do.
Alright, new round, Mungus.
Okay. Just going to reckless attack the spellcaster.
Alright, so you're going to rush up to this one and just try to smash her?
Yes. Going to, and then reckless attacker with the 2-handed maul.
Alright, you rush up swinging. 22 will indeed strike her.
So
9, that'll take her to the ground. She is dying.
I mean, it'd be way cooler if I did that to, someone, not an old lady that was
Yeah.
chanting weird stuff, but
She did literally just do a damaging spell on literally every.
She just tried to freeze your party solid, so. She's an old lady with
Right.
crazy magic.
that just got a double-handed maul to the face.
Yeah. So she is still alive on the ground. I don't know if you want to hit her again.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and maybe I'm gonna try and crit. Just take 2 more attacks with the maul. 21.
It would only be one more.
Alright, so 21 would
Just
strike
one
her. So she is still alive, but badly injured on the ground as you just bring the maul down on her. I
Death saves.
And I believe that's it for you. So these guys, this one dies. He bleeds out. Eldwin.
Alright, I was like, Nasir, can you try and see if you can stabilize some of these?
This one over here that you said just flat out was the one that Nasir tried to stabilize. So I think the
But I
void.
think-
Yeah, she couldn't though because of the void damage.
I think the Void Wraith
Right,
had stopped it from being able to heal. That's
Yeah,
why
Right,
so-
right. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he was still
Well, she
bleeding
didn't try
out.
to heal it. She just tried to stabilize it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Eldwin. What were you asking, Nasir?
Like, you try and stabilize some of these people. Like, I'll help deal with what's ever back there. So I'll take 25 feet. Actually, 30 feet, because snake. And there's not really much I can do, so I will shoot a firebolt at the slime.
Alright. Yeah, 21 will blaze it for 13, but it is still alive. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Alright, Anvir.
Hello. I still need to figure out why this DC is wrong, but Sacred Flame.
Alright, Sacred Flame on the creature. Not very dexy. It will fail and be killed. And that'll end the combat. As all your
Does this one
enemies
look
are down.
like- Does this one look like one of the adventurers' archaeology party, or does this look like something else?
So all of these guys look like they were from the archaeology party.
Then
I
I
would-
will stabilize these 3.
I was actually going to quickly ask, do they want me to drop the banishment so we can gang up and kill the
Oh
thing?
yeah, banishment.
Destroy it forever.
Well,
I'd say let your spell run out. It may not return.
No, that's what I'm saying. Do we want to drop it and just kill it, or just leave it to never return potentially?
That's what I said.
Mungus,
I was
Mungus
voting
takes
for
another
never
hit
return.
with the maul. Why are we bringing this one back?
I'm not bringing it to consciousness, and I'm not giving it any HP. I'm just stabilizing it because it is a.
I've
it is-
literally hit this woman 3 times with a maul, and there's not a skull to like stabilize.
yeah,
You gave her 2 failed death saves.
yeah. At this point, she is very wounded. But yeah, so she, if you want to finish her off with another attack, you can. But it looks like Nasir is trying to save her for whatever reason.
So, like, if we were still in combat, like, I would have gotten a turn. Like, I haven't had a turn since she went down. So
Yeah.
I would have been able to stabilize her.
So I guess, Mungus, if you see Nasira trying to keep her from dying, would you kill her anyway, or would you just let her stabilize her?
No, I would kill her.
So Mungus is like, no, and just
Oh, you miss anyway. He goes
slams.
to kill her and misses. Hits the ground next to her.
All
I
right.
come in with the boot and
Stop it, Mungus. These people are deeply deranged by magic.
We did not know if their possession could be reversed. There were questions.
So just
We could
clarifying, I'm letting this everyone else wants this elemental to disappear, or are we killing it? Because I've had 1 vote so far.
Yeah, Nasira's the only one that voted.
No.
We're more
Sorry.
obsessed with the caster, I guess, not waking up than we are with the shadow, the void elemental.
I was doing the merciful thing. You were gonna put this woman back together to ask you questions. I literally just took her jaw off with my maul. Like, you were going to torture her. I was doing the.
We're not talking about torturing her.
merciful
We're
thing.
seeing if we can cure the disease, like the curse that's on.
I'm not sure what world you are from, but in this world of magic, a good night's rest can do wonders for the worst of injuries.
Yeah, she's not maimed yet. Although another hit with the maul would probably take her out at this point.
I at this point I would have stabilized her. Like, I would have been able to do that before his swing. So even if he had hit on that last swing, it would have just put her down a second time for new death saves.
Well, at this point, with her being as helpless as she is, Mungus probably could just kill her if he just hit her with the maul. But yeah, would you be doing that, Mungus? Are you arguing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering why we're like this. I don't really know there's nothing for me to know. Like, she's the enemy. I am killing the enemy before it kills me. So,
This is something your character would probably know about in the world, which is darkness can literally drive you into insanity.
okay.
But that is a thing of this world. If you are in darkness too long, you slowly go insane.
Got it. Well, the next one, I promise I won't destroy, and we can ask you questions. So
I think
did
this
you-
one's still alive, so I think we're
Did-
arguing whether or not
did
we're
you-
keeping this one alive.
Yeah, here's the thing. My plan at the end of combat was to immediately, when you said we were out of rounds, then I would have, within the next 18 seconds, stabilized all 3 of these. But I mean, then we kind of started sure like what order this took place. I would have stabilized this one first, and then I would have headed for these guys. It seems like Mungus took another swing at this one, but he missed. So she's stabilized, unconscious with 1 level of exhaustion if it works the same as the PC levels. And then I would have seen whether I could have stabilized either of these. And so then I guess the question is whether or not Mungus went back and swung at her again.
Yeah, so I guess would Mungus try to kill her even if the group said they didn't want to?
I mean, if you can revive her, go ahead. But just I don't know if she's gonna be all there afterwards. I'm just thinking, I really hurt this poor old woman. I don't want her to go through Like,
Magic is a ridiculously powerful
The
thing.
mechanics of D&D allow us to fully heal with a long rest after we've had some devastating injuries that should take months or years in the real
Well-
world, if not have killed
okay.
us.
So
Well,
I'm
that
gonna.
is Mungus's misunderstanding of being a rookie in this and thinking that
Sure.
So
this person's gonna have a long road of like recovery and shit.
well,
So, and I hope you're not irritated, like out of character. Like Nasira is a mercy monk, but she also knows that there was
Okay.
some sort of magic that corrupted these guys very, very quickly. And in order to avoid our group encountering the same magic, she has questions.
So I will say though that Mungus is correct that if he had actually like hit this woman in the head with his maul, she probably would have died. But HP is also kind of abstract, so it was probably more like a glancing blow until it's the killing blow. So
Got it.
she the woman was badly wounded. You probably had done some glancing blows. She was down. You were probably about to bring it down and like just crush her head, but then like the group asked you not to. At that point, it would kind of be
Okay.
up to you.
And some creatures and NPCs don't even have like the saving throws. Like when they get hit 0, they're dead. But like when Lou indicates that they're like bleeding out or something, it's kind of like us having death save throws where we could potentially still come back. We're unconscious. And
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
HP is kind of like an abstract thing. But anyway, all
So
right.
this lady is stabilized now.
Yeah, Mungus seems maybe a little bit annoyed from not being able to kill these people, but it looks like he's backing down. Right?
Do I
Yeah,
get
as
the
long-
feeling that remove curse might help these people? Because I do actually have that still prepared.
You don't think so. Madness, or the sickness that comes from the dark exposure is something that has to heal over time. Kind of like exhaustion. Like they would just need to kind
So
of
it'd
be.
more like
They would
so
need to
it'd
be like
concentrated
restrained and like over several days it might heal. If they're exposed to it for too long, it becomes irreversible. You're not sure if that's the case here.
I just
Wow.
thought about
there is
this.
something we could do to be able to discern whether or not it'd be reversible at this point.
Probably a medicine check. You're consulting the spirits, Mungus?
Yeah, I just thought I saw this on my character sheet. I think after this interaction, I would go and just have a little chat with my ancestors because this is a little bizarre to Mungus, I think.
So are you doing the augury or clairvoyance? Which spell?
I'm not even sure what these do. I just think
If you
Saw
want,
it.
can ask the DM.
So augury. Can I link this? Okay, I can do a thing.
I actually have an app that just has all the spells. in
This
it.
is what augury does. You can kind of ask these spirits for guidance on an action, and they'll give you certain answers. And clairvoyance.
Yeah, with augury, it's kind of like a yes or no question. They're going to tell you it's good. That if you take that action, it'll be good, or it'll be bad, or it'll be mixed, or nothing will happen.
okay.
And clairvoyance is almost like you can create like an invisible sensor, which you can use to watch things. I guess that would be represented in like a spirit of your one of your ancestors would be giving you information.
So I guess I would like to go with the augury and ask my ancestors, like, why are these people like saving enemies?
Well,
So
it needs to be a yes or no question.
Yeah, I think it has to be a
okay.
yes or no.
Like,
Should I?
is
All right, I'm
providing-
gonna ask
is
this. I'm gonna
providing
ask the
these people
spirits.
good or
Should
bad?
I let?
Yeah.
Should I let this woman live? Like, I'm asking the spirits. Should I let her live?
Good one.
So the spirits would say these people are gone. You should put them down. So I guess whoa.
So he gets
Oh.
the sense there's no curing these people.
Yeah. And actually, if you look at them with your medicine, you think also that they are in advanced stages of the madness, which is odd because, again, they don't seem like they've been here that long.
This
Okay.
is
So that's
Okay.
new information. Like before, Nasira didn't know, but if she feels confident of that now, then Mungus, after contacting your ancestors, do you return to the group and tell us anything?
I think that was
I
June.
come up and I say, I talked to my ancestors. They said that this woman should be put to rest.
Nasira will look resigned. I believe you may be correct. I was unsure until I was able to examine them. And she'll turn her back and walk away and let you do whatever you're going to do.
All right, so Mungus is gonna put these people down.
Mungus drops his maul on the woman's head,
All right.
not swinging it, no anger, no rage, just like a
Gravity.
yes.
All right. The woman would die from the hits. What about these other two?
When
If they can be saved and there's something to extract from them, extract it. But
Well, if I may, I think that your ancestors' answer used the plurals. They said these people when they answered you. Obviously, Nasira didn't hear that, but I think that was Lou's words.
Yeah, and you would also know, Nasira, that, like I said, these people are, you think, beyond help at this point. Whatever darkness was in this place has completely stolen their sanity.
Make sure no one else has to do it. I'll do the if everyone's looking away with slice their throats, making sure they kill them instantaneously so they feel no pain.
All right, so LJ will put these two down.
Nasira will summon the snake back into an armband.
That.
Eldwin, what do you make of this?
I was actually just about to ask about that.
So yeah, you would notice that there is a chest here that these people may have had with them. Do you want to open it?
Can I just like investigate, like see if I notice anything? I'll even have like Syl come over and see if he detects like any magic.
I'll tap you on the shoulder.
Seal would look at the chest and just say, I don't detect any magic in your heads using telepathy.
Alright, in that case,
You want me to open it?
nah, I can I'll check to see if it's locked first.
No, there's no lock on it. It's just a box,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, so I will open it up.
So inside the chest, you would find a bunch of arcane components.
Oh.
Looks like they may have been using these for some of their rituals. You would also find some small statuettes,
Ooh.
which may have been like artifacts they found in the cave or something.
Would I have any idea of what these might be, or are they just random statues?
You think that they're like archaeological things that could possibly be sold.
I will take them and put them in the bag.
Okay. So you take the ancient archaeological statues.
What session is this? 84?
What about the components? Anyone taking those?
Unless anyone says anything and put them in the bag.
Yeah, I think we'll just leave them in
mean-
the bag for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, several of us could make use of these materials.
So
you
the
guys want me to hold on to it? I'm like the kind of pack mule for the group if
I wish
you
we
need
have
it
a thing that could hold the entire world. Or
Well,
a
it
good
kinda-
chunk of it.
It can't. It can
So
hold 500
you
pounds.
would,
The components are very, very light.
You would notice that, LJ or Leo Jr. has some sort of magic bag he's putting everything in, which seems like it doesn't increase in weight as he put things into it. So
He has Mary
Can I
Poppins
try,
purse.
can I try putting my maul in there and see if my maul goes into his bag without letting go?
It would. It's like some weird magic trick, as like the bag doesn't seem like it should be big enough to fit it, but your maul can go deep into the bag and still
It's like
still
Hermione's
holding it.
purse.
Exactly.
Yeah, that too.
I think Mungus looks at the rest of the game and goes, magic, cool.
Is impressed by your bag.
Fuck magic.
Says the guy
Uh,
using the
can I-
magic bag.
Can I go around to like each of the 4 of these people and try and see if I can find like any personal items or anything to identify them?
Yeah, so they would probably, except for the one that turned into a void creature, the rest of these still have their stuff. And you would probably find some personal trinkets on them.
I will also just remind everybody that I saw 3 dead architects further south.
Like I was thinking we
Um,
should probably deliver these to the archaeologists in Candle as proof of their fate.
Yeah.
All right, well, what do you want to do?
Let's
Uh,
also check that caster just in case she has anything.
Just clarifying, have we checked this chest yet? I had to step away for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We just did.
I put
Okay.
the stuff in
2
chat.
artifacts.
Okay, that
Stuff
was
in
that
chest
stuff.
go in magic bag.
Also, just curious, is this just a bunch of human bones?
Yeah, it does look like there are some bones over there.
Just a casual set of bones, you know?
They look like old as crap, or like they've recently been put here.
Yeah, you don't know if these are all human, but yeah, they do look very old, like they may have been here for a long time.
Anything interesting in this little crevice?
You look around, but it just seems to be a dead end.
I'm probably gonna go check out all these dead corpses further south if anyone wants to join me.
Wait, Eldwin, come here a moment.
Wait, did you mean Eldwin or me?
Eldwin,
Okay, cool.
before we
No,
follow,
focus.
I wanted to bandage him before we follow.
All good.
Thank you.
Alright, so as you head south, you would indeed see several corpses down here. Looks like more members of the digging team. They look like they may have been drained of their life force, as they're almost completely gaunt and shells of their former selves.
Like, does it look like the
Is the,
guys
uh,
we just killed probably did this?
I mean, there's no way to know for sure, but the miasma just
There's-
sort of flows around them.
I see magic ahead.
Yeah, so you would see some sort of runic circle traced in the ground up ahead,
Also a chest.
and a couple of chests in this area. You'd see
I
one
can
to
see two
the
chests.
west and one to the southeast. They look similar to the other ones.
I would go here watching out for traps and see if
Uh,
there's any traps on the chest.
What is your passive perception?
10. I know that without even opening my character sheet.
I heard
Space-
chest and I started walking towards it.
This
Alright,
is the group that fought an Iron Golem twice for a chest.
so
Yes.
you walk up to the chest. It looks similar to the other one. Anvir, you'd also notice bubbles coming from the water to the south here, which might be a little
I-
unsettling.
I would immediately point to the south and say, there might be something in that.
I guess you
On
want to
it.
watch over while I open the chest.
Do I see any traps on this chest now that I'm standing right next to it?
Should I do like a perception over here where I see these bubbles?
Sure, if you want to take a look in the water.
All right.
How close are you getting to
Is
the
that-
water?
Probably
Right up to the edge there?
here. Yeah. Can I
Like
Like a
what can I see
square
from here?
away.
Alright, give me
Can I get a
a...
little light?
Are you...
Sir, can you come over and light this up for me, please?
LJ has my lights at the moment.
you're gonna light this up, LJ? Coming over here?
Here, I'll put it on a pebble. I'll take my light spell off my own armband and put it on a pebble and give it to Mungus so he can throw it or do whatever he wants with it.
If you have the light spell, do it like on his sword or something, so he doesn't have to hold it.
Well, he
Right.
might
Yeah,
want to like
can you
throw
put
it
it
in.
on my
He
ball?
might want to. He might
Sure.
want to throw it in. If I put it on a stone, you could throw that in the water, and it might let us see more. And we can always transfer the light spell later.
So,
Okay.
as
so
you...
I'll toss a little rock over here with the light.
Yeah, as you...
No perception.
As you light up the area, go ahead and give me a perception roll. Something looks strange to you. How strange?
Perception
15?
15.
So you don't see anything in the water, but it almost seems like the water is like moving. Now, can you be surprised?
I think if he
Um,
rages at the beginning of the combat, he can't.
Oh
be.
no!
No, I do have I have danger sense.
So I do need initiatives at this point. Is
I think you
something...
have something else.
I need to look at my magic items.
Yeah, I think you have some kind of ability that's like, as long as you rage the first, like
Yeah,
the second initiative
does.
is done, then you can not be surprised.
Yeah, he knows.
So...
I don't think I ever left a rage.
Well, the rage would wear off, so you would have
It's
lost one of
only
your
a
rages
minute.
because it only lasts a minute.
Okay.
Only lasts a
And
minute
you
or-
get... how many rages do you get per day?
It should be
3 or 4?
Yeah, so just make sure you know how many you have left. But yeah, let me get initiative rolls.
I mean,
Yeah, once we leave combat, we generally lose spells that only last a minute. We
Got it.
lose them pretty quickly. Yeah.
I'm
spells and
gonna
abilities.
give his advantage to me.
Oh, most likely, yeah.
When we're in combat, it seems like they last forever because every round of
18.
combat is only 6 seconds.
Got it. Okay.
118. Nope.
So... that doesn't look normal.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
That was like something out of Danny Phantom.
Zombie just shits himself.
All right,
Fully evaporates.
everyone's on the initiative. I hope. Looks like it. So the first to act is going to be Seal. Strangely enough, unfortunately, he would be surprised.
Hear Anvir squeak.
Manasa would be surprised. Now, I think Mungus, if you want to rage, you wouldn't be surprised. Otherwise, you would be.
I'm going into a rage.
All right.
That's happening.
And now we have to go.
So you immediately rage as you see this thing. Let me reset your rage timer. And you should take the bless off you because that wouldn't still be going.
Yeah, I tried to do that. I think I just end up putting more on. Can you clear them out for me, please, DM?
Yeah, so you just click it off and that'll take that off. But yeah, so you enter rage as this thing bursts forth from the water, sending kind of water spraying everywhere. But you do get to act. What do you want to do?
I'm in a rage, so I'm going to reckless attack whatever that is.
All right, you reckless attack the strange-looking creature as it's coming at you. Oh!
So doing so gives you advantage on a melee attack rolls using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage until my next turn. So it's going to have advantage on me when it attacks me. So
Yeah. Just because this might become 22. Yeah, 22 is going to strike it. As you smack it, doing 13 points of damage. the first attack. Second attack.
Were you gonna bring something up there, Lou? You were gonna say it might come up
17.
later.
The ceiling of the cave in this area is about 40 feet. 17 will just hit it. The second attack. This thing seems to be more defended than the other blob. Doing another 13 damage.
And just clarifying, you also have that thing with your subclass, right? Whereas disadvantage attacking anybody else.
Yes, the ancestral spirits.
Ancestral, yeah. Can I do that as like a bonus action?
I
No,
think,
it's just a free thing.
yeah, that happens automatically. If you hit something, the first thing you hit, if it doesn't attack you, it has disadvantage. So your spirits are kind of goading this thing into attacking you. Anything else for you?
I think that will do it for this round.
Alright, so Nasira, fortunately you would be surprised.
Yeah.
Leo Jr. is surprised.
Surprise.
The Voidling is going to...
Is so surprised by us.
Uh,
It's a 10.
It's going to start chanting, funnily enough.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, what?
Does it have a mouth?
And I need... Let's see...
Eldritch Soul just
I'm
over here
sorry.
chilling.
Reverse gravity? The fuck?
I need you all
Whoa.
to give me a...
A 50
remember
foot radius.
how I said the ceiling height might be an issue? I need a dex save from all of you.
Oh no. Oh! Hey.
That catch. Oh, I can't see where they are. Does that catch
Oh.
seal?
DC 15. If you fail it, you would fall 40 feet into the ceiling, taking 19 bludgeoning as you slam into the ceiling up above.
Isn't that just Andrew?
So I guess that would just be Anvir. The rest of you are clinging to the ground for dear life, holding on.
Roll. Where's my knot?
I
Maybe Jill
assume
and I have to roll.
everyone has to roll. Well, I guess it... let's see, is that a 50-foot cube or radius? Oh yeah, with a radius, yeah, that's going to be everyone, I think. Because it would have... Yeah, you guys would have to roll as well, dex saves.
Okay, I just didn't know where it was centered, so I was like,
And so I'm 40 foot up in the air right now.
Yeah, so you'd be 40
40
foot
up,
as you slam into the ceiling up above. And the rest of you are hanging on for dear life to the ground.
This works out well for me, don't worry.
Is it possible to say
What's the
that
DC?
LJ stabbed his sword in the ground and is holding on to that?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
is the force be too strong?
And for some way you're holding on. And yes, so it is then going to move this way. So wait, who is okay?
Attack of opportunity.
You wouldn't because you have to hold. Well, if you let go of the ground, you would fall up. So you're holding on right now.
Also, he hasn't left your.
And
radius.
yeah, he hasn't left the threat radius yet. So yeah, it moves there and ends its turn. Anvir, you are surprised. Eldwin,
I wasn't sure.
you're probably very surprised as you're up on the ceiling right now, right?
yeah.
What the hell just as you just 1 minute you're standing there, the next minute you're falling upward. Like what the?
Hey, it wasn't just me.
Oh, is Seal up on the ceiling?
Too.
Skills up on the ceiling too.
Alright, so he fell the 40 feet. Alright, so it's his turn again, up on the ceiling.
I don't know if it was the right thing to do, but I did mark myself as 40 feet in the air.
Yes, you would. So you can give yourself the wing and the 4 if you're up on the ceiling. That's the shadow blade that you chose.
Whoops.
Yeah, you want the
It
first
looks
one.
like a wing.
It does look similar, but it's a little
Just
different.
reversed with the background.
Yeah.
So yeah, Seal is prone up on the ceiling. What is he gonna do?
Can he stand up or?
Oh yeah, he can stand up. It's basically like the ceiling is the floor for him.
Okay, so guess he'll stand up.
He
move
goes
50.
wee.
Do you have any range attacks?
Question.
He does.
He does, yeah.
He does.
So hit it from the ceiling.
No.
Just out of range because he's on the floor, isn't he?
He is, yeah. That thing is not affected by its spell.
Yeah, so he can't hit it because he's only got a range of 60.
40 feet, 60.
But he's 40 feet
You can
up.
hit it.
No, he's 40 foot up in the sky, which means that
Yeah, it's like
at the range is like 70 away.
Yeah, he's like 75.
triangles.
Okay.
It's fun.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not
so-
sure what the actual Pythagorean theorem would make that, but yeah, we'll say he's out of range.
It makes it too much.
Yeah.
Whatever.
30 squared plus 40 squared equals whatever squared.
Anything else, Seal?
Nope. Alright, I guess he'll use his action to dash.
Okay.
Or he'll go here. And that will be his turn.
Okay, so that is it for Seal. Manasa.
Can she stand up, if that's what you call it, when you're on the
Yeah,
phone?
she would. She can
And move to the wall and start
climbing.
trying to come down the wall.
Yeah, that would be in athletics if she's trying to climb up or technically climb down the
She's trying
wall.
to- yeah, she's trying to come back down the floor. Basically, she I'm looking for her to be on the ground so she doesn't fall again because it will kill her. I don't know if I can repair her. So she's kind of not going to be participating in the combat, and she's going to try and save herself. That's basically what's happening here. Did that roll come through?
Did it? I didn't see a roll yet.
Let me do it again.
You're lagging.
She failed.
So
But she's still on the ceiling.
yeah, she can dash and try again if you want to make a second
Oh,
roll.
okay. I'll try one more time, yeah. I'm just looking to put her in a safe place so that she doesn't die. But I
Can
don't think she's
snakes
gonna
climb?
participate.
I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe slither
Wait.
between the rocks. Alright, no, she's
She's hanging out on the
yeah.
ceiling. If she falls to 40 feet again when that spell ends, like this
Could
is
be
hard.
bad.
Pretty.
Alright,
Potentially be pretty bad for me as well. I got really wounded by that.
so
Yeah, but I can heal you. I can't repair her.
Mungus, you're using one hand to hold the ground as you are keeping yourself from falling. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so can I? Sounds incredibly strange, but I do I have the ability to look behind me, see this black void, and spot a landing where I can like do a landing on the roof.
I mean, if you let go of the ground, you could fall the 40 feet up to the roof. The black void is on the floor, though; it's not on the ceiling.
So he doesn't know how to reach? Because he's only 10 feet tall, or how does that work?
What do you mean?
The shenanigans I'm gonna try and pull is I'm gonna let go of the ground, do a flip over this void, and just hit it with two hand axes as I kind of
Falling?
somersaults, vault over it, two hand axes, and then try and stick the landing on the roof.
I think
So
over here.
yeah, so you could swing at it as you're falling. You would have to use your flail though, because that's what's in your hand. Because you couldn't
Okay,
draw the
and
axes
that-
while you're doing it.
So while still in a rage, I'm going to double hand maul this while doing a somersault over top to land on the wall over here
All right,
on
so
the ceiling.
give me a maul attack as you flip past it. 10 is not going to be enough, unfortunately. So give me an acrobatics check as you try to successfully fall 40 feet. Oh no! All right.
Oh, no.
So
That did not
what-
work out at all as I.
yeah,
it
what
sounded
looked
so cool in my head.
really cool in your head, but when you actually flipped, you like smacked the wall and started pinwheeling. Ah! Luckily, you
So now I
only
gotta
take
do 40 feet of fall damage.
yeah, which luckily only rolled a 12, so you only take 12 points of damage.
6, right?
No, you can't actually
No,
reduce
yeah, 'cause
fall
I'm running-
damage. Fall damage is
Oh,
a
yeah.
special case. You can't reduce it with anything. You always take full fall damage.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so you would take the 12, which wasn't too bad, landing on the ceiling and falling prone as you just kind of oof, like slam into the roof up there. So you are prone, and I think that would be it for you. I guess you could stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of look. Hope nobody saw that, but you all saw that.
Everyone saw that.
I just saw him try
Well,
and hit it and then just-
you, I guess you could stand up, pull out one of your javelins and throw it at the thing. Because you do
Okay.
still have another attack.
It'd be disadvantaged though, right? Because long range.
Yes, because it's 40 feet, so it would be disadvantage. But you could try.
Well, technically, it's 20 feet because the
Oh.
creature
There's a
itself
20.
is 10 feet tall.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I think
that's
30
funny.
feet then.
uh,
20.
dirty 20, so that would hit it. Go ahead and give me a javelin roll.
Let's see what this quick. Ooh.
Don't get
So
range for it.
7 points of damage as your javelin is now sticking at it. Well, no, not for ranged.
Rage is only melee.
Yeah, it's only melee.
That's
All right, so I believe that is it for Mungus. As he roars, jumps back to his feet, and throws a javelin at the thing. Saving some face from that pinwheeling incident earlier. Nasira, you are grabbing the ground with all your might.
Yeah, so I was picturing that she grabbed at like a loop of a root coming out of the ground, or if it's more of a rocky surface, maybe like a shoal that's kind of like a little craggy edge that she could have grabbed onto on the stone of the floor.
Mhm.
So what she wants to do is kind of loop her toe under that same little craggy edge or root or whatever she was holding on to, so that she can kind of stand up and stay where she was but free her hands. Does that sound possible?
Yeah, I'd probably just do an athletics check to see if you can have the strength to hold on with your foot.
Oh, well, she's not built for that. So,
Because you are technically
So what
climbing.
well,
Like, hanging by your foot would be a strength thing.
hanging is climbing. Okay. All right. So, so what would be my options if I don't do that?
If you want to attack, I mean, you could just hang there. I wouldn't make you roll if you're just, like, holding on, but if you're trying to attack while you're doing it, that would be more of a strength thing.
So, is the strength roll part of my action?
No, that would just be a consequence of attacking. That wouldn't be an action.
I don't know if it affects it or not, but don't monks
Uh,
get that thing where they can just like run upside down and grab?
Well, yeah, I can run up and down surfaces, but if I let go of what I'm holding right now, then the gravity will pull me to
Yeah,
the ceiling,
so-
and keep me on the ground.
Yeah, like,
And
she
if I move
could...
the ceiling, then I can't reach the creature.
Yeah,
I
so
just wasn't sure if that
she
helped.
could... I guess, well, I guess you could technically, like...
I wouldn't take any fall damage either. My issue is just trying to reach.
What's your speed?
45, but still, it looks
So-
like my athletics is fine. I can hang on just fine. It looks like.
Alright, I was gonna say you could, like, run past it and, like, parkour down the wall here. Because I think for your ability, you just have to end the round on a surface, right?
Right.
So, yeah, you could, like, start parkouring up and down the wall, punching this thing. But, yeah, you
And make a way more graceful landing than I did.
the Mungus did.
Please.
So 23 would punch it as you're kind of hanging upside down there. Doing 11 bludgeoning. Which will require it to do a concentration check.
Which
Oh!
no!
It would fail. So it would release the spell, and everyone on the ceiling would fall.
Oh.
I'll give you another. I'll give you an athletics check if you want to try to hang on the ceiling and not fall.
I'll give it a shot. I have -1.
Have fun.
Eh. All right,
Do
so
some acrobatic. Can
well-
I do some acrobatic to try and land after watching Nasira do that? I want to try and.
Yeah, I mean, you could either try to like tumble down the wall with acrobatics, or you could just use athletics and like hang on to the wall, whatever you want to use.
Could I have done a tumble then instead for the Iron Cobra? I did the athletics because that's what you said first that we had to do. So.
Yeah. So if you're against the wall, you can try to use acrobatics.
Can I still have my nat 20 that you rolled?
Mungus is not doing good with the acrobatics today. All right, so he's like tries to do another cool move, and again like slams into the wall and just kind of rolls down it.
I'm not sure how I did. I got a 14.
You would need a 10. 10 would be the DC.
Okay, so I'm still just holding onto the ceiling. Cool.
Yeah, you're kind of hanging there.
Still do acrobatics because he's
What happens if
against the
Mason's
wall.
still on the ground?
So if you fell, you took 11. If you held on, then you wouldn't take anything. Mungus would.
Just hanging by his little spaghetti arms.
Yeah, Mungus fell again. Took 11 and is prone. Having bad luck with acrobatics today. Nasira's already on the floor, so she's fine. What about Leo Jr.? Is he hanging? Or he's on the floor, right?
I'm on the floor.
Okay.
I made my save.
Alright, and Eldwin is not looking good over there as he's just going up and down.
Oh my.
Yeah, you're like near death. Ooh.
Oh god.
Slammed into the ceiling, then slammed into the floor. Anyway, you get some more attacks, Nasira, and you're prone because you took damage from a fall.
Jeez. Why'd that do that 3 times?
Because I think I clicked it.
Wow.
So second
We
punch.
did it like the same time.
Yeah.
She rolled her second punch. I'm pretty sure she missed. Well, I'm actually not sure since that last creature had 8 AC. It was
No, 13 would miss.
okay.
This thing
And then
is
I will,
tougher.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna flurry of blows and start again.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Another 2 punches. Gravity
And
gets
I'm actually
complicated.
gonna.
Yeah.
Am I able to move him in this direction with my crusher? Like I want to move him off of Onbeer.
So
Right now.
Oh, he's in the air. Okay. All right.
I'm still in the air, and I plan on staying
yeah,
there.
he's hanging from the ceiling.
He's a bat. All right. That's
Like
fine. I
off a
won't- I won't
stalactite or something.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so
I won't
another
move
8
Hogging it for dear life.
8 damage. All right.
him.
And
That
12.
misses.
Yeah, it's gonna miss.
That's
All
what I
right.
got.
So Leo Jr., you don't have to hang anymore.
Sure. Since I was hanging on to my sword, I hit that up out of the round. Make 2 slashes at this, whatever this is.
All right, so you cut at it. No, 14 misses with the first, but hits with a 25, slashing it for how much?
Okay. 12.
Okay, so 12 points of damage. That would wound it.
Oh.
As it kind of squiggles around a bunch. Anything else?
With me.
Alright, so the Voidling is going to pulse a few times and then blast necrotic energy everywhere. Anyone
So-
within 20 feet would
I'm
have
safe,
to...
right?
Yeah, you're on the ceiling. But anyone within 20 feet on the ground would have to make a con save.
Oh, fuck. 35. Dear God.
Is that literally everyone but me?
Yeah, so if you make it, you would take half, which is 16? 17.
What was the?
You have to roll a DC 17 or higher. So you two made it, so you two take 17 necrotic. Green Slod made it, so he takes 17 necrotic. And Nasira, You failed it, so you take 35. Ouch.
Is this a spell?
No, this is it's a necrotic burst. The voidling,
Yeah.
it's linked up there.
Do I take half? Is this because I'm raging? Do I take half?
This is a necrotic damage. This isn't one of the ones you
You
have.
need to be the bear.
You only
Okay.
take reduce damage from bludgeoning,
getting
slashing, and
woozy over
piercing.
here, guys.
Yeah, so you took the 17, but yeah, you wouldn't half it
Yeah.
again.
Quite a few of us look pretty poor. Make sure you mark yourself if you're under half.
Did your snake take it, or is he up on the ceiling?
He took it.
Okay.
I just rolled it, and he's dead. My construct just died.
Aw.
No.
Oh no.
I'll say that he is possibly just broken at this point. But that is it for the voidling. Onvir.
I'm going to bonus action Steps of Night.
Oh, what's this do?
Because I'm assuming up here, 40 feet up, there is no bright light.
No, not on the ceiling.
In that case, I get Steps of Night, and I get a fly speed equal to my walk speed. I'm trying to find him. Here he is. So I literally just start coalescing the shadows of the roof into these huge, dark, black and purple, like, angel wings.
Okay.
I'm just chilling up on the roof now.
Flying up there. Is that an action? That's a bonus action, right?
Bonus.
So you still have
Yeah,
your
bonus.
action.
And then I'm going to... trying to think of the best way to get in range of everybody for this. So I'm going to move 15 feet this way.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to have to descend. Actually, no. I think I'm in perfect 40. No. Yeah, I'll have to descend like 10 feet just to make sure I'm within 60 feet of people.
Is Seal on the ground or on the ceiling?
He's on the ground.
Nice.
And I'm going to pull out... Ooh, this might not work, but it's probably useful enough with the
Are you
amount of
using the
wounded.
scroll?
I'm using one of my lovely scrolls.
Uh-oh.
Which is a 9th level mass heal.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Big guns.
why can't
Yeah.
I be more injured?
So I need to.
Oh, you have to do a
check to
caster
see if I
check.
can-
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got to do a caster check to see if it even works.
That's a 19. You sure
Yep,
you want to do
and
that?
I am. You know what? I'm tempted not to, because that is literally a 1 in 3 chance of it working. I have to roll a 15 for it
Yeah.
to work.
Unless you have like guidance or something that ups ability checks.
But that would be an action to cast.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to wait
What
around.
if I
Maybe I
Spirit
would.
shield? Would this help?
No, that's for damage.
Oh, never mind.
Maybe I won't do that. Sorry. Yeah, your point. It is a good point. The chance of that failing is,
It's a very powerful scroll.
yeah. Sorry. Now I'm thinking. I actually still have a Pearl of Power. Interesting to know. Yeah, I don't really have a great amount of heal I can do then.
Time is running out.
Sorry.
Do you have mass,
10
do you have
seconds.
mass heal yet at this level?
I don't have it prepared. I might have.
Oh.
You know what? For now,
Alright.
I will just do a guiding bolt on this horrific looking monster.
Alright, you blast it from above with a guiding bolt.
Ooh, that one.
Oh jeez. Alright, nope, that is gonna miss. So
That would
Eldwin.
have been your spell check roll. So yeah, you didn't waste the.
I'm very glad I didn't use that scroll now.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, Eldwin?
So, Ellen's going to slowly stand up.
What the hell was all that? Yeah, Eldwin
I'm
didn't even like see the
guessing
monster. He's just like falling up and
Yeah.
down, not knowing what the hell's going on.
And I'm going to down a potion of greater healing that I've got.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I was also thinking of trying to get to you to give you a potion, but you were just so far.
Alright.
Yeah,
Any
so
bonus
I'm going
action, or is that it for you?
Hold on. So 44 plus 4.
All
Oh,
right.
since I didn't end up using that scroll, can we just say I was still 40 feet up because I didn't go down? Need to go down.
Yeah.
Alright. I will use the rest of my movement to go here, and that will be my turn. Now I can finally see the thing.
All right. New round, Seal. Seal's like confused as he keeps falling up and down. I guess he's prone as well now.
Oh yeah, I forgot the mark. Or he made the. Would it be prone? He made his acrobatic.
Oh yeah, so then he tumbled down the wall, so he's okay.
So he's going to first regain his 10, and he's going to walk up and do his multi attack.
All right, so he comes up to the Voidling, slashing at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit with the first. All right, the second will miss with the 13. It just kind of bounces off his hard armor. And 15 will miss as well.
Oh, jeez. Alright. I believe. Yeah, that's all he can do.
All right, so the Cobra is currently broken. Mungus.
So I am now on the ground, or am I now?
No, you're on the ground. You, because you tried to acrobatics down the wall, but you, like, messed it up and just kind of fell on your ass. So you're on the floor right now.
Looking right at this.
Still raging.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, I am still raging, so I'm going to go and do a reckless attack.
Oh, all right.
Was that not the right thing?
Well, reckless attack leaves you more likely to be hit if it counterattacks, but it does give you advantage. So there's kind of like a cost benefit to that.
Okay, so
if you're low on health, you might want to play it safe. You know.
Well, what if I take should I take like the potion of greater healing?
You could do that if you want to heal up a bit. But remember, if you don't attack or take damage by next turn, you will lose the rage. That's the only downside. Because you have to continue to attack or be hit.
Right. So if I take the potion of greater healing, and then would I be able to attack if I do reckless attack?
No, the potion would cost you your action. So that's all you could do if you potioned.
All right, let's just reckless attack this bad boy. I'll take the potion afterwards.
All right.
21.
Oh, yeah. So you bring a large flail down on this thing as the skull smashes into it. How much does he take? 15. Ooh, that will badly wound it, actually. Dang,
so I'm going to attack it again.
Raging. Oh, crit.
Hey.
So you bring the spiky mace down on it a second time. And you would do an extra...
16, because it was doubled for a crit.
You roll extra dice. So is his critical only an extra d6? Wouldn't it be an extra 2d6? Because it's a...
the way brutal critical works is
You
you get one
re-roll.
extra damage die.
Oh, it's just one?
Die, right? Oh.
It upgrades at 13 to do 2 extra die.
Yeah, brutal critical's weird when it comes to weapons that use 2 die, because you only get 1 extra die.
Alright, so give me another 3d6 roll, Mungus.
Another 3d6.
Yeah.
Nice.
That
was a really good roll.
So 14, 25. That will bring the creature down. As it is smashed under your mace, just kind of falling to the ground, lifeless. And that would end combat. What do you all want to do?
Mungus, you just look behind you and you just see Envia literally just fly.
Just falling back and forth. Oh wait,
Eldon-
Anvir's flying, yeah.
Eldon finally just rounds the corner. What just happened?
What the hell?
Yes.
Monk something from the waters.
Is that the thing that threw me into the ceiling?
Yeah, it threw
Yes.
me too.
It
It's
I want to
pulses.
see what's in this thing.
Most people.
All right.
Uh,
So you're checking out the chest.
which we're planning to do.
Can I just kick it open?
Uh, yeah, sure. So you walk up and kick the chest open. It's not actually locked. As Nasira is bandaging some people. Inside the chest, it looks like there's some more supplies, maybe brought by the archaeological team. Here, I'll write it out in chat.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
Hold on, that can't be right.
What session is this? 85 or 84?
So there are 3 unmarked potions in this chest. And a bunch of religious components.
84.
This is session 84.
I will give out the religious components to Anvir, since I know he's been keeping those.
I'll take that.
and Put the 3 potions, the way to be identified, inside the bag.
Okay. And yeah, that's all that's in here. Just some potions and some of these strange religious components used for rituals and such.
Where was this other chest? Near the potion there, near the...
You
down
also
next
would
to-
think, anyone with Arcana, that this thing might have valuable essence, because it looks pretty powerful.
Yeah, I mean, it casts 7th level spells, so.
Yeah. Well-
Will, may I add?
I just got a fresh empty vial, so
Alright, give me an Arcana check, as you take a minute to collect the essence.
No, I don't.
Uh,
Our
did-
characters wouldn't know that, but apparently he could cast that at will, which is terrifying.
before I do that, like I'd ask Andre and Sarah, like, can one of you just help guide me through this?
Yeah, sure. I give him guidance.
Okay.
Alright. So guidance.
So D4 to your check.
Cool. And you said it's Arcana?
Yes, or alchemy, if you have alchemy skills.
Not yet. Oh.
Ooh. So that would be 11.
You get 2 gold pieces worth.
Little woozy from getting beat up.
Alright, so that's what you get.
Hey, is anything back in I come over by these ruins?
CR11. Dear God.
So if you go over to the runes here, they look inert, like they're traced in the dirt and rocks, but they don't seem like they're doing anything. You would also notice a chest back here.
Hey, can I get one of those light thingies for my wall?
Yeah, I'll cast it on his maul. Light spell.
Okay, so she puts a light spell on your maul, lighting you up.
And I walk into the wall.
He's still a little woozy from all that falling up and down. So yeah, it looks like something that might be alarming. There's more water over here. But yeah, there's some kind of strange magical circle and another one of these weird chests. Again, possibly the
Take
archaeological
an
team.
investigation check on it.
That would be perception if you're looking for traps.
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay. Perception.
So it looks like a normal chest. You don't notice anything weird about it.
I don't. I probably said that.
That's how I always say it.
All right. So let me
before I open this thing, can I just down a potion?
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Oh, and Hugh Mongus would look wounded, just FYI. I know he's not marked as it, but he does look like he's below half. So go ahead. If you're downing, what type of potion are you using?
The potion of greater healing.
Alright, so that would be 4d4 plus 4, I believe.
Yep.
4d4 plus 4.
Yeah. So
11.
you drink the potion. Well, that would be a 15, I believe, because you have to do plus 4 to that. But you would drink the potion, regaining 15 points of health. Feeling a bit better. And then
you lost, you have to regain
15.
15?
Yeah, 15. And you said you were opening the chest?
Yes.
Alright. And is everyone else kind of back over here still?
Yeah.
I would actually gone forward.
Oh, I guess I'm out of my rage now.
Yeah, so your rage would have ended because you would have stopped fighting. But Nasira, you think your Cobra might be healable with a mending spell?
I don't have that.
Or if someone had mending.
Windows.
Who does?
I don't think anyone does.
Oh, I do have mending.
Yeah, the mending cantrip would probably be usable to heal it.
I totally didn't realize that Nasiera had that, but it is on her sheet.
It will take a minute if you want to use it. But if
yeah, she's been over here since the battle ended, so yeah.
Just fixing it. Alright. So
Well, that's good, thank you.
Mungus, you open this chest.
Oh, she's got it from her cleric level. I forgot that she had chosen that. That worked out well.
Inside the chest, you would find 2 more unmarked potions, as well as a... One moment.
Cassie, what's up, Mungus's wish list?
No, it's not a wish list item.
Oh.
Sorry.
So funny.
It looks like a couple of spell scrolls.
Oh.
Okay.
3 spell scrolls, sorry. I should be more specific. But yeah, nothing else in here.
Not really interested in reading this because I'm not sure what actually it is. Who would like these spell scrolls and tell us what it is?
I would take them.
And actually, now that you're over here, Eldwin, Arcana might tell you something about this circle.
I was about to ask. Yeah, that makes up for the last one.
So you think this is some sort of summoning circle? You would guess that it would probably channel the dark miasma all over this place to summon void creatures. This might be why there are void creatures in here already.
Hey, Onbeard, are you able to dispel anything today?
Oh, we lost someone. And actually, we are just over 8:30, so we might want to call it here. Did you get the potions and scrolls? Did someone take those?
Yeah, I grabbed those before I left the chest.
Alright, so just make sure you have those in your inventory, so we know someone has them.
Or if you hand them to Alj, he does keep the party, like he's the quartermaster, so there's like a party spreadsheet. If you don't want to record them in your own sheet, you can give them to him to record.
Hand them off to.
Right.
Hand them off to.
So say Mungus is like, I don't want this, and gives it to.
But anything.
What
that
is this
gets
crap?
contributed to your character, always make sure you record it on your sheet so that we don't lose it. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Alright, so Mungus would give these over to LJ. And yeah, let's do a MVP vote and end here. as you continue to explore this place to try to find where Ellen went. What became of Ellen and James and the leader of the expedition? Possibly not good things, since this place has gotten pretty crazy.
This place is a lot more chaotic than.
Yeah, I was actually like.
I was just doing the wrap up on Veer, so we're doing MVP votes.
Oh, he's gone.
Did he give you a vote already?
No, he didn't.
Mm.
So, Mungus, do you remember how to whisper?
That's no, I do not.
So it's that without the parentheses, just the name of who you want to vote for MVP.
Okay.
/W space GM space who you're voting for.
Okay. I think I got that now.
Okay, so I got 3 votes. I think
I think everyone else left.
Why did everyone leave? All right. Well, with the 3 votes I have, it is a 3-way tie. Since Anvir left, I'm going to disqualify him. Mungus and Sasira, give me D20 rolls.
A 3-way tie.
That's funny because I know I voted for Anders. You two voted for each other.
Oh.
Good job.
That's 20.
So, Mungus, you are the MVP.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, you would get inspiration. Good job, everyone.
So, if I already have inspiration, was I supposed to use that tonight?
I mean, you don't have to, but you can stack them. So, it's usually a good idea to use it if you think it's on an important roll, like maybe on the tumbling up the wall check or something that you really want to succeed on. But yeah, you can't.
Or a badass roll, like you want to look really good.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
Okay.
It's good to keep in mind if you have that, because yeah, you can't stack them. You only get one.
Okay.
But yeah, good game, everyone.
Hey, I apologize. I was not really kind of running blind into the mechanics of things and made a big deal out of the killing of the old woman. Like that was...
No, I didn't. I was hoping that irritate you. I just felt like Nasira, she was trained as a mercy monk, so it is in her nature to, save things when she can, but she also is kind of a little bit cold and wouldn't have had any issue if they had died, except that she wanted to understand what happened to them, because we know those people just came into this cave like a day ago and they shouldn't have been exposed to the darkness long enough for that sickness to have taken such a hold. So kind of for the sake of information for our party and what we're going into here, she wanted to question them. But then, yeah, once she realized that, there was no saving them and we weren't going to get any information out of them, she was like, okay, do your thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and HP is sort of a like an abstract thing where just because you hit someone who's down, I mean, usually that would kill someone, but technically, maybe you just graze them because you're still in combat. So you might be kind of distracted with other things going on. But yeah. It's but it's fine. No worries. You're still learning everything.
Yeah, and when you're like, I swing and try to bash their skull, or you got to just remember that you're trying to do that. You might not actually do that. The dice will decide how close they are to death. Will decide
the way. Yeah, the way I do it is if they're above half health, they're using stamina, they're avoiding direct hits, glancing blows. Once they go below half health, that counts as you actually winged them or did something that hurt them, which is why if something's at half health, they're considered wounded. And then if they go below 0, that's the death blow. So that's when you can sometimes kill them, if they're low enough. But yeah.
And Lou will
So
even
I gotta
ask you
kind of-
sometime. Well, sorry. When you're making like a blow that he knows is ending the person, like Lou will even ask you. He'll say, "How do you want to do it? How to, you know, like," and you know that means this guy's dying, so you can be real creative with some fancy move like an RP, like how you end them kind of thing.
Got it.
Breaking the
Okay.
guy's neck or something.
So here's kind of an off the wall idea, and kind of glad it's the two of us on here.